Welcome, everybody. Uh, all right. Welcome to the show. This is Fasting is Live. I'll be um talking on the topic after I play this clip. This is one of my favorite clip. I'm always playing it. It's from Yuri Bezmenov, an ex-KGB defector. And he has, I'll tell you, a lot of things he said back in the 1980s will resonate of what's happening right now. So stay tuned. In a few seconds, I'm gonna be playing him, and then we're gonna get to the show. Will the pandemic prevent a second term of President Trump? Stay tuned.
But in reality, the main emphasis of the KGB is not in the area of intelligence at all. According to my opinion and opinion of many defectors of my caliber, only about 15% of time, money, and manpower is spent on espionage as such. The other 85% is a slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in four basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least three generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism. The result? The result you can see. Most of the people who graduated in the 60s, dropouts or half-baked intellectuals, are now occupying the positions of power in the government, civil service, business, mass media, educational system. You are stuck with them. You cannot get rid of them. They are contaminated. They are programmed to think and react to certain stimuli in a certain pattern. You cannot change their mind, even if you expose them to authentic information, even if you prove that white is white and black is black, you still cannot change the basic perception and the logic of behavior. In other words, these people, the process of demoralization is complete and irreversible. To get rid society of these people, you need another 20 or 15 years to educate a new generation of patriotically minded and common sense people who would be acting in favor and in the interests of United States society.
And yet these people who've been programmed and, as you say, in place and
Yes.
who are favorable to an opening with the Soviet concept, these are the very people who would be marked for extermination in this country?
Most of them, yes. Simply because the psychological shock when they will see in future what the beautiful society of equality and social justice means in practice, obviously they will revolt. They will be very unhappy, frustrated people. And the Marxist-Leninist regime does not tolerate these people. They obviously they will join the links of dissenters, dissidents.
Yes.
Unlike in present United States, there will be no place for dissent in future Marxist-Leninist America. Here you can get popular like Daniel Ellsberg and filthy rich like Jane Fonda for being dissident, for criticizing your Pentagon. In future, these people will be simply squashed like cockroaches. Nobody is going to pay them nothing for their beautiful, noble ideas of equality. This they don't understand, and it will be a greatest shock for them, of course. The demoralization process in the United States is basically completed already. For the last 25 years. Actually, it's overfulfilled because demoralization now reaches such areas where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream of such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standards. As I mentioned before, exposure to true information does not matter anymore. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. Even if I shower him with information, with authentic proof, with documents, with pictures, even if I take him by force to the Soviet Union and show him concentration camp, he will refuse to believe it until he is going to receive a kick in his fat bottom. When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand, but not before that. That's the tragic of the situation of demoralization. So basically, America is stuck with demoralization, and unless, even if you start right now, here, this minute, you start educating new generation of Americans, it will still take you 15 to 20 years to turn the tide of ideological perception of reality back to normalcy and patriotism. The next stage is destabilization. This time, subverter does not care about your ideas and the patterns of your consumption. Whether you eat junk food and get fat and flabby, doesn't matter anymore. This time, and it takes only from 2 to 5 years to destabilize a nation, what matters is essentials: economy, foreign relations, defense systems. And you can see it quite clearly that in some areas, in such sensitive areas as defense and economy, the influence of Marxist-Leninist ideas in the United States is absolutely fantastic. I could never believe it 14 years ago when I landed in this part of the world that the process will go that fast. The next stage, of course, is crisis. It may take only up to 6 weeks to bring a country to the verge of crisis. You can see it in Central America now. And after crisis, with a violent change of power, structure, and economy, you have so-called the period of normalization. It may last indefinitely. Normalization is a cynical expression borrowed from Soviet propaganda. When the Soviet tanks moved into Czechoslovakia in '68, Comrade Brezhnev said, "Now the situation in brotherly Czechoslovakia is normalized." This is what will happen in the United States if you allow all these schmucks to bring the country to crisis.
All right. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that audio. Yeah. He said a mouthful. You know, I mean, this interview was back in 1985. So, what do you guys think? Looking at the present, was he right? Was it right or was he wrong? So, I just wanted to make a stream, and I'm opening the panel. Anyone who wants to jump in, they're welcome to. Uh, for those of you who've seen my previous stream, I already made a prediction based on what's happening with the pandemic and all that stuff. I don't believe we will have an election since they already gave us a hard time during the summer over this hoaxy hoax virus. Wear a mask. Oh, when they told us that quote unquote the virus cannot survive the heat, right? I'm here in Texas every day. It's like over 90 degrees. So how can a quote unquote invisible virus survive that long in this kind of heat? And they're giving us trouble about shutting down businesses. Everybody got to wear a mask when they go to a building. And then was it Mr. Fullshit, Dr. Fullshit, the guy with the glasses. He was like, well, you know, the flu virus is, it gets worse during the winter. So expect, you know, major casualties and stuff like that. So they already told us that winter is gonna be bad, right? And they're already making it even worse right now in the summer. So what do you expect? What do you expect it will be in winter? So I already made my prediction that President Donald Trump will do a second term, mostly through the cancellation of the election. But if the election do go forward as planned, he's still gonna win. Now, some people may say, "Oh, nah, I don't believe he's gonna win. He mismanaged and everything." I'm like, just think about it. Is Joe Biden a worthy opponent? Like, I mean, the only thing he can rely on is just say that Trump is a bad guy. Don't vote for him. Vote for me if you want to live. So we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. But for me, as of right now, looking at what's happening currently with the whole Kanye West theater, like it's all a theater, man. It's it's all a theater. So I know a lot of people they're talking about. They say, "Oh, Donald Trump, I hate that guy. He's made things worse, this and that." And it's kind of ironic that quote unquote the economy was on the rise in the first quarter of this year, and then March came, bam, pandemic, the Maradona virus showed up, and everything just went south. But some companies are thriving right now. Like when it comes to the industry, uh, the trucking industry, they're actually doing good. The oil field is a lot of was it small businesses, middle was it middle people businesses that work with major companies and local businesses. You know they're all gone. They can't sustain. There's no drilling happening, so a lot of companies are losing jobs. Now, some people will say, well, speaking of the South, Texans, if you have all these oil people losing jobs, isn't that kind of bad and all that? I'm like, you have to understand, most of those people they are really used to it. It's not something that is new. The oil field. Remember back in 2015, for those of you who don't remember, there was a dive in the oil production where the oil business tanked in the beginning of January. A lot of companies lost businesses. So at the same time, it's like, okay, the pandemic is not really doing anything new per se. Yet, yes, the number of businesses that have been lost is in a larger number. But to me, that still won't stop a Trump second term to happen. Now, some people may disagree, which is why I'm leaving a open panel. Those who want to jump in, if not, I'm just. I thought about it. I was like, let me do something different. Let me talk about the election. Anyone wants to chime in, they're welcome to. I'll talk about it in a few minutes. Came back from work not long ago. I was like, you know what? Let me do something. Whoever wants to chime in, they're welcome to. But that's what I see. I see that President Donald Trump, he's gonna stay, regardless of what people are saying. And I have a prediction. He's gonna pull. He has something planned that's actually gonna be, the Americans will have no choice but to join his side. It's like a gut feeling. I'm like, I know he's already. He got. That's why he can say what he can say right now. Like, think about this: the confidence that this guy have compared to quote unquote Joe Biden, it's uncomparable. You can't compare it to two. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, he moves and speak and talk as if he's already won because he knows. And I know some things I don't want to. Well, because this stream is, I'm trying to focus on one topic. But hey, if you guys don't know, the mainstream media don't want to talk about it. But uh, it seems like there's a lot of quote unquote house arrest happening amongst quote unquote famous people that are under investigations. If you guys didn't know, maybe you should Google and look up some information about certain people in the public space that are under house arrest under this whole Maradona pandemic. That the media is very silent about it. Why? Because you know what the president was saying that he's gonna tackle down when it comes to trafficking. You know what I'm referring to, and he said that he had a team of investigators investigating people who are involved with it, and some people are in the higher places. So, like I say, there's a lot of things going on that we are unaware of, or the mainstream media. For those of you who watch mainstream news, they hush hush about it. But if you actually look up articles and information online, you're gonna see why the media is silent. So, to put in perspective, a lot of quote unquote enemies that are against Trump, they're under investigation. That's like this is what I tell people. I don't believe in politics. I can care less. They're all sodomites, right? But at the same time, I have to, I have to play my part. I have to be like, hey guys, let's talk politics. I already, it's kind of like I know what it is, but I gotta play along. It's like a game. You know the game is rigged, but you're just playing. Because your friends are playing. You don't want to seem like you like Mister. I'm my, I'm above you guys or anything. No, you gotta play along. Just be like, I know this game is rigged in your head, but I'm gonna play along with you guys. I want to show my support. So I'm to me, I'm just chill. I'm like, this guy is gonna stay in, and possibly because this is how I'm looking this way. I just saw an article earlier before I started my live stream about the whole pandemic that they're quote unquote coming up. They say they're working on a virus that should be available by December. When they literally told us that it takes 10 to 15 years to come up with a vaccine. So what does that mean? That means they've been working on this for years. They lied. You mean to tell me in less than 9 months you're gonna come up with a vaccine from a quote unquote virus that just showed up in America less than what 5 months ago? Come on. You're going against your own science. So to me, all the tables are being set to guarantee a smooth second term for President Donald Trump. Because Obama did 8 years, Donald Trump must do 8 years. That's the way it's gonna go. I'm sorry. For anyone who's quote unquote a Democrat, I'm sorry to burst your feelings, but Biden is not gonna win. Sorry. But watch this. They can get your tickles if, don't be surprised, he pulls a Michelle Obama on you. Because they had her on the news, like saying that she's quote unquote depressed, and her depression is partially caused by Donald Trump's actions. Oh, Donald Trump, he's making me depressed. Obama, it's all your fault. You should have done the third term. Man, I was like, come on, guys. Like, come on, can you fall for this? Oh. Politics, man, it's dirty. Your family will hate you because you picked the wrong side. You know, you picked the liberal side. Oh, you picked the right wing side. Come on. Oh, I'm in the middle. Shut up. There's no such thing as the middle. You're either one side or the other. There's no in between. You have to pick one side. So, peace, guys. For those of you coming in, let me see. I see brother the specialist in the building. Alexander and Jonathan. Peace. Hypocrisy was here earlier. He's over there chilling. And brother Atticus and D Rock. Welcome in the building. uh, yeah, I'm like, hey, I got a stream. I mean, where are my entire Donald Trump guys out here? Come on, like, I know you guys are out there. Don't tell me you're hiding. Come on. Don't you love your president? Hold on, let me get his picture. What do you gotta lose, my niggas? What do you gotta lose? Come on, join the Donald side. Come on. Wear your mask. Wear your mask and vote for me. 2020. Come on. What do you gotta lose? Come on. Come on. You know you want to. The economy is great. It's very, very great. Vote for me if you want to live. You better do it soon. No mail-in bailout. no mail-in votes. I want you to wear that mask and walk towards that little kiosk and vote for me. You know, I'm very tremendous. I fixed the economy. The economy is great. Everything is great. Vote for me. What do you gotta lose, black people? My African American friends. Just what do you gotta lose? The Democrat, they ruined everything. Just vote for me. Come on, come on. Oh, hypocrisy. Oh, hold on. What did you say? Let me see. You say, given what Trump has done for Israel, he my guy. Well, hey, hypocrisy. Maybe you don't know this. I think you should. But do you know that Donald Trump's father is Jewish? Did you know that? Oh, you didn't know, huh? So his family. You didn't know that? Okay, you learned something new today. Tell me if you knew that before. Tell me. Oh, Alexander, yeah, I don't want to show any clip because I may get, flagged for copyright or something, but I didn't plan any quote unquote clips to show because I was trying to get this more to be like an open panel where people can come up and talk about it. I mean, most people have a small phone, so they probably can look some stuff up. But I mean, we can talk about it now for a few minutes. I mean, come on, like I know there are anti-Trumpers out there. I'm the panelist. I'm running the show, and I'm giving my opinion. I'm saying Donald Trump is gonna win, regardless of what happens, right? So I would love to have a pushback. Well, hey guys, come on. I know you hate this guy. I mean, he's orange. Come on, come on. Don't. So, you know what? I'll put it this way. If I don't get no pushback, that proves that Donald Trump is gonna win. How about that? If nobody comes in to push back to be the opposite side, that means they know that it's inevitable. It is inevitable that I'll be president. The celebration will be very tremendous. You are a very, very good American for voting for me. Come on, what do you get to lose? Yes, hypocrisy. Yes, He is of German descent. His father is from Germany, and he was born during World War II. And one thing, I mean, you can look it up too. One thing, it's funny because his last name Trump is not Trump. He changed it. So, like I say, there's a lot of research. So, of course, that's why people don't understand. They be like, well, why is Donald Trump, pro-Israel? Because he has roots. So, I mean, it's common sense. And same thing with Obama from his mother's side. So, but yeah, I mean, most people who you know care about business, money, and everything, they are supporting. I'm here in Texas. Like, I'll put it this way. For those of you that are listening, you may have any feelings about this guy, but check this out. Many places right now, even though we have laws about discrimination and everything, if you talk bad about this person and other people hear you, you might be burning bridges unaware. So just be careful. This is just the word of the wise. We're living in a time where if you're too liberal, you're gonna be in trouble. See, me, I don't believe in politics. I don't care what. But guess what? Like when it comes to this politics, and it comes to quote unquote money, you gotta be a chameleon. You gotta go. Yes, I agree. Make America great again. Yeah, America. Yeah, yeah, America first. It doesn't matter your race. We are Americans. Don't get on your knees. Stand, put your hand in your heart. America, America. Yes, you gotta be a chameleon. You gotta be wise, man. Remember this rule: the majority rules, and Donald Trump has the majority of people's voices. Don't let anybody fool you. A lot of people are very silent and they support this guy. I'm telling you, there's gonna be some events that's gonna happen between August and October that will seal the deal. I know we're in quote unquote hurricane season, so there's gonna be some national disasters that are gonna happen, which is sad and unfortunate. But at the same time, some good things are gonna happen when it comes to the economy that will basically make the American people so excited that they will have no choice but to put this guy again. Just watch. I know a lot of people thought Bernie Sanders was gonna be. What happened to Bernie Sanders? What happened to Bernie? Bernie, uh, Bernie, y'all need to vote for me. The guy with the wig, he's a bully. He must be stopped. And then Joe Biden, he's like, yeah, that was a Bernie guy. Yeah, maybe he looks like he need to take a nap. Okay, yeah, he looks like he need to take a nap. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. What do you got to lose? This guy. Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite hitman joke. He's. I am a ninja. I am the ninja of the United States of America. I ran this tremendous country. I mean, come on, look. I look very handsome. I got that mask in my face. I mean, you got the American seal. Come on. What do you got to lose? Man, this guy is funny. Oh man. Uh oh, David, you good? Get out of there, David. Get out of there. uh, if the hoaxy hoax virus was a person, it will vote Democrat. uh yeah, it says no new news. Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm telling you, like I already know. Let me put my little banner that I just created so you guys can enjoy it. That will make more. Okay, yeah. President Trump virus pandemic 2000 election. So yeah, I mean we're already 30 minutes in. I still haven't had any pushback. Man, that means Donald Trump have a lot of lovers in this area, in these sectors. Wow, man. So we have a lot of small brothers out here that really like this guy. I'm impressed. I guess I have no need to stay on. I guess everybody agrees with me. So yeah, hey, hypocrisy. See, I started a stream. Everybody agrees with me that Donald Trump is gonna be president again. So the pandemic is not gonna stop him. Pandemic. uh, yeah. The chat is always like that. I think it's YouTube. So on YouTube, it comes in faster than when I see it on StreamYard. But it seems like my voice, you know, because YouTube is a delay. I think it's a few seconds. When I speak, when it goes over there, you guys like get the audio late, like for a few seconds, and the chat messages shows up before I can see it here on StreamYard. So I'm looking at two different screens. I'm looking on my phone. I can see the new messages, and I can look at here on my screen on StreamYard, and I can see that my YouTube chat pops up first before it can show up here. So that's not that's beyond my power. I have nothing to do with it. That is all YouTube. But yeah, that's basically my stance. We'll see what happens in the coming months, but from everything I'm seeing and my prediction, man, I'm standing like I already knew Trump is gonna win. A lot of people were like, "Oh no, it's Bernie's gonna win the Democratic nomination, and he's gonna destroy President Trump." That was actually before the pandemic, and you notice as soon as the pandemic happened, they pulled Joe Biden out of nowhere and then just put him there when it seemed like it was gonna be Bernie, and then out of nowhere, this guy Biden gets in the race, and then boom, oh, he's number one. He's heading that way. Like, oh well, what the heck? So, yeah, I think I mean 30 minutes is enough to basically get my point across that I believe President Donald Trump will win the election. uh, oh, trucking. Oh no, you know what? If anything, I'm actually gonna admonish young men to stay off trucking, especially if they quote unquote are in a relationship or they are married. Trucking is, I'll say, it's the best career for bachelors and people who have no attachment whatsoever. They have no family, or you know, they move out to a different state. They have no. If you have any attachment, this job is not for you. I can tell you that right now. Like, don't do trucking. It's a very quote unquote isolated job. You always on the road and you get tired. Sitting in one place driving for hours is boring. I mean, think about it. You probably would you like to drive every day for 4 hours going out of town and back? So that would mean 8 hour drive every day. A lot of American, most of you out there won't even want to. Like, if you have a job where you have to drive 4 hours to go to get there and then come back, how many of you will do that? Yeah. So, oh, I came here on asylum. My dad came here for political reasons. He was in the military. So whenever someone comes in America for whether they're civil war, political reasons, refugee, like seeking asylum, you can look it up. Like in America, all immigrants who are, like, let's say, seeking asylum in America, once they get their paperwork, they can file in, and after, I guess, staying in the country for like what, 5 years. It depends. Sometimes 3 to 5 years, you can get a green card, and if you have a family, you basically gotta pay. It's all about money. This is America. It's all about money. Money talks. The more money you have, that you can basically pay up to process those documents. The faster you be in the system. That's another thing people don't understand. There are certain countries and a certain amount of number of immigrants America allows each year, because America tries to basically maintain the immigration status, and it's a system that's there to keep order. So a lot of people will like, because think about this, America is seem like a very immigrant oriented country, that pretty much everybody from every country lives here. Like, you're gonna hear all language from all over the world here. So you'd be like, well, how is that possible? Well, because they have a process. If anything, America would have been like China, billions of people here because of immigration. But why the numbers is less than China? Because they maintain the numbers. Like, I'll say America's population growth within, well, I remember when I moved in America, it was around 300 something. So America's population grew in less than 20 years by 20 million. That's 20 years, 18 to 20 years. As far as I remember, in high school, the US population was like 300, 500,000 something. And then now it's like 320 million. So, yeah, America's population, it's very controlled. Yes, the immigration system is smooth compared to other countries. The only people who have a hard time is people from South America, especially from Mexico, because a lot of them come here. So for them to get quote unquote paperwork, so people when they talk about illegal immigration, they don't understand. There's a system that are written and unwritten, right? So a Mexican who is here, let's say they came here on visa and they decided to stay. Common sense will like, well, America, they're here, they work, by them working, tax, right? No. What they do is they're gonna be renewing their visa every year. Why? So they can get that money. So let's say if it costs you $500 to renew your visa each year, why would America give you the paperwork where they can get that $500 from you plus more? Because guess what? If you're living here and you're renting, guess what you're doing? You're paying taxes. If you have a job, they're calling your taxes, right? Whatever you buy in America, there's taxes, right? So to keep that number low, why would they give you? What would they grant you the status of illegal immigrants, where you can get all extra benefits and stuff? No, 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 no. We're gonna. I know some people are like, well, that's not fair. I'm like, it's just a system, because there's their neighbors, and not only that, there's a large number of them that come here, so they feel like they don't need to give them paperwork. That's why, even if you talk to Mexicans who are here, let's say they got a passport, Mexican passport, they reside here in America for work or whatever. You ask them and you say, "Well, do you have a green card?" They'll be like, "No." You'll be like, "Well, how long have you been in America?" They'll be, "Oh, I've been here 20 years, 25." And you'll be like, "What?" Think about it is some Mexicans, they don't even want to have the green card. They'll be like, "I don't care." Even, let's say, even if they happen to have a green card after 14 years, uh, what will happen is they have a choice to get a green card, but they have to pay. They'll be like, I don't want to pay. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I've met many people who've been in America for 20 years, 15 years. They can barely speak in English, but they got a house, they got everything. Why? Because they're in a system, but because they don't have that extra, scale of level in the system as a citizen or a resident, they miss out on certain stuff. Hypocrisy asks, he said, can you own a gun as a migrant? Yeah, there are certain restrictions, yes. But yeah, you can, yeah. But I think when it comes to owning a weapon, there are, I mean, some people do, like I say, you have a lot of, Mexicans, they have weapons and stuff like that. But when it comes to it, each state have his own regulation. The only thing I know is if a foreign person, let's say you're here on a visa or something, and you wanna go get stuff like guns or drive, well, you need a license to drive in America. There are certain paperwork you must file, and I'm sure there are some uh, legal regulation when it comes to that subject that I don't have in my hands right now. But I know America, they cover everything, man. They cover everything. So yeah, as a migrant, if you come here and you want to own guns, you want to exercise the American Second Amendment, it is possible. But just know that it's gonna be more complicated for you because you're a foreigner, and especially with the whole quote unquote 911 stuff. America has been very quote unquote tight on immigrants who don't have any residency or citizenship for get attaining certain privilege. I'll say quote unquote in America. So speaking of which, hypocrisy. Why you want to own a weapon? You don't need a weapon. All you need is a mouthpiece. Just talk your way out to the problem. Use your Naruto, what is it? Talk no jutsu. Just use your words to convince your quote unquote assailant and be like, man, why do you have to use the violence, man? Can we just get along? Come on, give me a hug. Come on, bro. Let's stop this violence. Just put the hammer down or put the knife down and just give me a hug. Use that mouthpiece, hypocrisy. Yeah, he said. Uh, I see. You said what are the restrictions compared to green card? Yeah, I think I really said there must be, but I don't know for sure. Um, but if you have a green card, you basically get every almost everything the citizen have. The only difference is you can vote. You can become a president because you're not born here. Um, but you can let's basically as a with a green card you can vote locally, like your city, states, but you can't vote in a general election. Only citizens are allowed to do that. But you can vote in your local city or local town or your state. Yes, you can vote, and you can even apply to become a governor, state senator, but you can never apply to become a president as a naturalized citizen. Yeah, I see. You say you love guns, huh? So you love guns more than cookies. Yeah, I see. It was a hypocrisy, the master of retraction. People will be confused because they won't be seeing anything, and then they're gonna see me talking about you, but they'll be like, "We don't see anything about this hypocrisy guy or whatever." Uh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. I think. I think I already covered everything. So, yeah, guys, whenever I end the stream, feel free to leave a comment, give your opposing view. You know, I opened the chat for 45 minutes, nobody showed up, so that means everybody agrees that Donald Trump will be president again. There was no pushback, so Donald Trump wins. Let's see what is hypocrisy saying. He said, hold on. He said, "What's the least racist place to live in America, out of all places?" Uh, it's hard to tell. I mean, you being from Israel, you're not gonna have any problem. You're gonna blend in real quick. Remember, if you got pale skins, you okay. I'll tell you, most American are individualists, so they don't really care about that stuff. I'll put it this way: does racism exist? Yes, but if you look for it, me coming from a multicultural place, even though we all blacks, prejudice is human nature. It's You can never get rid of prejudice. That's an impossibility. Because as soon as you see someone who's different, you already have a perspective. Whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. So this idea of trying to stop prejudice, it's dumb. It's never gonna happen. You can't stop it. It's human nature. uh, let's see. Brother Atticus, he said, fasting you may have called it about election postponement. The things you and I saw in Africa is just now being tried on the West. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, it's not even gonna be a postponement, bro. They're gonna cancel the election. Postpone mean, oh, we're gonna wait a little bit and then run the election. No, it's gonna be canceled, literally canceled. You're gonna see both the House, the Senate, the Electoral College, all of them come out and say, for the safety of the American people, we all have agreed and signed a petition to anonymously elect President Donald Trump as the United States president for a second term because we care about the safety of the American people. I'm telling you, this is what's gonna happen, man. Hey, I'm no prophet. This is just my prediction. But hey, guys, remember, if this goes through, you remember January 1st, fasting was right. New Year was it? The New Year resolution is gonna be fasting was right. Donald Trump wins. I'm telling you, I know a lot of people are gonna be mad. They're gonna be like that video of the woman was like, nah! But I don't think it's gonna be that way. A lot of Americans, they're actually gonna support it. Yeah, yeah. Africa is dictatorship, man. Yeah. I tell people, man, you 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 complaining what you experience here in America. Try living in Africa. Look, you talking bad about the president. You're gonna have people come visit you. Not only that, if you talking about it publicly, police or military police, they're gonna be there beating you. You're gonna get a whooping like a dog. The president is God over there. In dictatorship country, the president is God. You can, how dare you speak against your God, dog? Get on your knees or bend over. Time for those chicks to get the whipping, military style, and they're gonna use batons. You know those batons you see in movies, like the cops used to use back in the day. Yeah, those batons. That's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get a belt. No, you're gonna get batons, and your cheeks are you're black, so it's like you can see the redness. But yeah, it's gonna be flaming after that beating. Yeah, that's Africa for you. It's gonna be beating. So yeah. Oh, by the way, before I end the stream, let me see. Let me show you another picture of the president. What do you got to lose, my African American friends? What do you got to lose, you Americans, my people? I care for you. I'm here to drain the swamp. Vote for me. What do you got to lose? Look, I'm a gangster. Look at my mask, man. They're forcing me, man. They're forcing me. That's why I need to drain the swamp so you American people don't have to look this fucking stupid. Do they want me to grab them by their thing? Donald Trump, man. I'm telling you guys, this I predict won't be happening. 2020 is gonna be a very interesting year. November was it? Remember the 5th of November. Yeah, come on. Hey, I'm giving y'all 9 more minutes. Okay, I see somebody jump in, somebody who's not scared. Peace, bro. Peace. Sir Ism.
Scared
How
of
you doing?
what, man?
Hey, Oscar, is that you?
This Sir Ism, man.
Oh, serious? Oh, okay. You kind of
Yeah,
sounded
this
like
me.
Oscar.
This
That's
me.
why I was like, oh, this one. I knew. Welcome to the show. I knew it.
You motherfucker.
How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, bastard.
What
What's
what
happening,
what do you
man?
think about my assessment? I looking at how things are going, I'm predicting that Donald Trump is gonna be president for the second term. Biden is gonna lose like very
Of
bad.
course.
Yeah.
We just a small sector of people, and we got suckered into voting for Trump.
Hmm.
And I think it's already been predicted. I think they just have us vote, man. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think voting only works on
Local level.
the local level. That's
Yeah.
what, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Because it's small, like it can be managed, but on a national level, it's kind of hard because you have millions of people.
Come on, man.
Corruption gets
How we
worse.
know?
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden, the electoral college picked the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Who the fuck is him?
exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy,
Shit.
and that's why I'm trying to get the people to see. I'm like, don't let the smoke screen fool you, like because if I don't know if you remember back in March, early March, because I went to Mexico in February. Everything when it came the economy, everything was looking good. Like there were, like the after the third was it the first quarter, the first 3 months of the year, the economy was climbing up. Like everything was looking good. Then this pandemic came and everything kind of fell off. But I mean, just think about this. Like if the economy was as bad as it was 2 years ago, and if the pandemic would have happened then we would have been in trouble. I mean, for the America to be able to basically pay off Americans to stay home, that means America got money right now. Think about it. There's money.
Well, I think a little bit of it's running out. Well, I got an echo.
Oh, you got an echo?
hmm
Huh. That's weird.
You sound perfect,
Oh,
but
hold
I'm
on, hold on,
echoing.
hold on. Okay, is everything good now?
What about that? Oh yeah, I can't hear nothing now.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I guess probably there was one button that was on.
Oh, okay.
Is
You
that
might hear
is the car racing over there?
nah, this is motherfucking trucks, man, going out getting that money.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh man. Oh, you're a trucker too, huh?
Nah, I ain't a trucker. I'm just, I'm a mover and a shaker, man.
Oh yeah,
I ain't I'm a mover and a shaker. That's all, man.
oh
Just
yeah,
a
yeah.
old hip square, man. I'm just a hip square.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's good, man. Yeah, getting your money, man. Hey, I mean, this is America. There's
See,
different kind of opportunities out here, you know.
see, that's why I always took a liking to you from day one, because you don't judge a man on what he do, how he do it. Just as long as he ain't bothering nobody and he getting his money and being a man out here, that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, as long as
Yeah,
you.
because I know this world is already messed up, and it's like we're already in here anyway. So
Hmm.
even today, it's like nobody in my personal life is taking care of me but me. So it's like, who cares what what the other person is doing on next door? Like, it's none of my business. You know?
Yeah, as long as you ain't out sticking up old ladies or breaking in
Yeah,
nobody's houses. I respect the man that goes out and handle his own. See, that's because you're not a I call them people like an inbred racist, man. How you
mm.
gonna be mad at somebody because they don't do exactly what you do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you talk about help the community. I don't get that part of the game. You
yeah.
know, maybe that's because of your religious beliefs, how you was raised, that you love all people, from a guy that's sleeping on the street corner to a guy that's living in the mansion. You just have a certain kind of spirit about you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and brother Oscar, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not just because I was brought up with experience. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you think about it, being brought up in a religious setting, you are trained to be prejudiced, you know. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
me going to life, basically living on my own,
Mm-hmm.
seeing life, and I think I'll say for any young man listening, I'll
Mm-hmm.
say it's a requirement for any young man who wants to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
Separate yourself from your parents, man.
Mm-hmm.
Separate. Once you're of age, once you're done with high school,
Mm-hmm.
if possible, live on your own. Whether
Mm-hmm.
just that experience to struggle to get on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your parents may give you like I know if you want to get an apartment and you're underage, you're under 26, you'll need your parents' credit score, because if you never done anything, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'll recommend to any young man, once you graduate, separate with your parents, whether you move to school, to a dorm, or get your own place. That way, because you won't become a man until you're on your own. Think about it, Oscar. In scripture it says, a man shall leave his parents and be with his wife. So you have to leave your parents to be you, to be a man. You can't be staying with your parents because that's why a lot of guys they come with like, man, I still have curfews and all. I'm like, yeah, because to your parents' eyes, you still their son. You still like
Mm-hmm.
a young baby. They wipe their buttocks when he poops. They don't
Mm-hmm.
see you any other way. So you have to separate and get that experience
Mm-hmm.
of being on your own. I think it's a requirement, and that's why I have the views I have now. Why? Because I had to separate myself from what my parents were. Because the way I live my life, my parents are not the same way. Like, for example, there is no way my parents is gonna allow you to be in the backyard smoking weed. They're not gonna allow you. But guess what? When I had my own place, my friends who
Mm-hmm.
smoked,
Mm-hmm.
this is my rule. There's smoking in the house. I don't like the
Mm-hmm.
smell of smoke. But guess what? You're welcome to smoke over there outside, by the stairs
Mm-hmm.
or my balcony. You're welcome to do that. I can chill with you, joke, whatever. But no smoking in my house. Why? Because it's my place. I make the rules. And like I said, that feeling of making your own rules in your own place, that's being a man. You can make rules at your parents' house. You can't. Your
You did.
father is the man of the house, so you can't.
Mm. You did.
Yeah,
And whoever got a problem with it,
yeah.
take it up with some of my guidelines with being a father and my kids living with me. I'm glad when we just having regular conversation, some of those sayings that I made up for little rhymes, they still in my children's head, just like your ABCs are in your head, the A element on P, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I used to tell my son when he was younger, at some time a man gonna have to go set sail. You're gonna have to go to the sea. I'm saying that like leaving home. A man gotta get on his boat and you gotta set sail, son. If you're scared, stay on the shore with the women and children. Okay, they'll be here. Basically, home will be here. Go set sails, young man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some rocky waters. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some hard time, but you might come back with treasures and gold. Okay, you know what I mean? And when the man comes back home, he should be a man. And that's just saying in a way of he went off to college, or you went and tried to get your own spot, or you moved in with your partner. You just learning life as a man. Okay. And then I have a saying that says, who pays the rent can talk the most shit.
Yes. Yes.
So you can't give no orders and you don't like something when you a kid. No, you don't get a motherfucking vote. We can't be debating with kids and shit, domestic house apes, these little terrorists. No, when you get a job, then you get a vote. You don't get a vote. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? We letting kids get away with too much, man. You still have to parent your child. You know what I mean? For however you want to do that. Then I got the 80-20 rule. When you a child, I take care of 80% of everything. Your 20% is going to school, cleaning your room. Pretty much, you know, brush your face, wash your teeth. Okay. Then you go to school. Then once you get grown, I don't mind helping you as a father. Like you said, if you want to get a place, I'll give you $1,000 or $1,500 to help you get in there. Then you have to pay the rent. You know what I mean? I help you 20% now. You do 80% of the lifting. But some of your kids, man, they want to be grown sometime, man. You know, they want to be grown when it's convenient. No, you got to be grown all the way, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to get out here in this world and go through them rocky waters. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us young black men, man, we be scared and intimidated. And then the black woman is frustrated because she can't get a man. That's because your man is your son.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the movie Baby Boy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's cold.
He never had his freedom. He never went there and killed his own meat.
Yes.
He's always going to the market. That's why even hunters, they say there's a certain feeling about killing your own meal and actually going to the market. It's a different feeling. Like they're like, once you get that excitement, you always want to kill your own meat. Like it's like you can never get it. It's a new experience. It changes.
Have to go fishing and do a little hunt. Yeah, it's a passage of being a man. You know, I'm seeing some kids around my neighborhood, man. They starting to have pot bellies and dad bods. Like, God damn, we got to get these kids back outside, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These kids, you know, some of our kids I know we done got off on a whole nother thing, but these video games, I think it's destroying us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
these kids don't.
It's I call video games is basically it's like sports. It's to pacify you, right? There's nothing wrong with sports, but here's the thing. Notice it's always sports, right? And that's why people are going crazy. People are getting cranky, and it's like because now they have to face their reality, and they can't help. They're still looking for an escape. Like, bro, I'm telling you, sports, the way we knew it, it's never coming back. I'm sorry. It's never your favorite. There is no more buying. It's over. They're never going to bring it back. It's over. Like, think about this. If they're able to take away your sport, what did they tell you? You never had anything because they gave it to you. Like, I'd be stupid to go back to sport. I'm like, dude, you didn't allow me to go watch my favorite games, and then you come back after the whole pandemic and be like, we're sorry, you can come back now. No. You kicked me out when I needed you the most, and then now you want me back because you want my money? You know, it's like the breakup, you know, the bad breakup. Oh, after you went whoring with all the guys, now you want to come back and apologize and be like, please take me back. After you shut me down during the pandemic, you didn't want me to go to the stadium, you know, nothing.
I don't know about that one, Faster. You trying to compare sports to a motherfucking woman that says went out whoring. God damn. I don't know about that one, my African brother. You know, I fucks with you the right way, man. But I don't know if the LeBron James and the NBA went out whoring and shit, man. I don't know. I think we mixing. I think them chemicals don't go together, brother. Let's do a retake on that one.
No, I'm using the analogy like
I understand.
Sport was a woman. It's like it was the love of men because men love sports. And the government is like, oh, oops, we're taking it away from you. Oops, everything is suspended. Oops,
I just don't think so.
Yeah.
Come on, Pat. It's too much money, man. They're gonna find a way. Even if they took out a year or two, it's too much of a big business. Too much of our culture. You know, the racist white guys, they hate black people, but they love them on their football team. They need this. People, that's some of these people only outlet, man, is to go to the game. They live vicariously through the team, and if their team is winning, they're feeling good. So I just think you got to get at some time. Now, if we don't have no sports for, you see, they're already doing it now. But if we didn't have no sports for like 2 years, then I think we might have a problem. But I think they can overcome like a year or something, man.
You know what? I think they're probably gonna be doing it streaming, because I think they were already talking about it, about how, you know, how when soccer have the World Cup, and then, you know, most people they'll have like a pay-per-view or something like that. So they're thinking about doing a pay-per-view football game. But to me, I'm like, it's gonna be kind of difficult, because if you know, most Americans, they watch the game from like ESPN from their house. And you know, they don't need to pay because it's part of the cable. So I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do it, if it's gonna be online, because people won't be going to the freaking stadium anymore.
Well, they have packages out here in Wyoming. You know, in your cable package, you can get the regular one with just like the first ESPN. Then you get the second one, and you get the like second and third, because you know they had like 4 or 5 ESPN, maybe 6 or 7, all kind of different ones. Yeah, then they got you can watch the Pac-12 division, you can watch the ACC. You got different little packages you can buy. Then they got the one with the football network. Now, if you had a football network, you know, during the year they had like the Thursday games, and some special games is on that. So if you want that one, of course, so that one's going to be $99, and the one with one ESPN going to be like $39. So I see what you're saying on that. Are doing like pay-per-view, like the boxing, but sports have went through strikes before and almost had a whole year canceled. So if you go 2 years, I might could, you know, lean more on your side of the sports is over. But I think they can recover from, you know, 1 year. You know, they've had strike shortened seasons.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, probably it will recover if Trump gets in. But if, you know, that's what I say. Trump, they're gonna have no choice but to let this guy in, like do a second term, like guaranteed. He's gonna do.
I don't think he's losing. I think it's already been voted on, man. Biden to me just don't have it, man.
No,
I don't know. It's just something about him. I don't really give a damn which one I'm getting. I watch this shit from afar. It ain't made too much of a difference in my goddamn life. You know what I'm saying? A little bit here or there, you know. But a lot of this Donald Trump shit has been dividing some black people. Motherfucker, if you, at least where I'm at, if you even say anything that you like Trump, motherfuckers ready to fight.
Yeah, like, but it's the programming. Like, that's what I say. A lot of black people have been brainwashed to think the Democrats are the good people when they're actually the worst. But like I said, both parties are one, because an eagle have 2 wings. How can one wing look at the other wing and say, you know what? I'm not gonna fly today because you're there. You're on the right side or you're on the left side. It's dumb. All wings work together. We are the one being played.
So damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. It's like you have no choice. You have a choice to eat a leftover macaroni and cheese 3 days outside, or a steak that's been left outside for 5 days. Which one you want to pick? Regardless which one, they're still both bad. Yeah.
That's well, you got some cold analogies, boy. Some cold.
Yeah, I lost food. That's why I had to use it.
God damn, that's a cold choice right there, man. The mac and cheese on a steak. I don't know. Maybe the steak, man. It might be jerky by now. You know what I'm saying? That mac and cheese might be bad on your gut.
Yeah, because of that was it that milk, the cheese. Yeah, it's gonna be. The smell is gonna be bad. Like, hey, as soon as you put it in your mouth and then it goes in your stomach, you're gonna be running in the bathroom quick,
immediately.
Yeah,
man. So unless the motherfucker locally that we voting for say he gonna change some laws within our city, say he gonna make some parks, say he gonna change our schools, he gonna do some after school programs for our kids. Now that's when I'm ready to turn out and vote and really get active. But as far as the presidential election, man, I just don't know, man. There's so much backdoor shit you hear that all of it can't be bullshit. You know, I ain't just an outright conspiracy theorist, but it's so much backdoor shit comes out 20, 30 years later that, I mean, does it really make a difference?
You know,
Do
I
you
would
feel it
say,
really make a difference when they vote for the president? Like,
yeah.
do you think it really works?
This I put it this way: when people go to actually vote,
Hmm.
what our voting is, the national voting is, it's a survey.
Hmm.
The people who actually elect is the electoral college, and
Hmm.
like when they said the delegates, it's
Hmm.
basically your state delegates and the electoral college who determines who's president.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's like the popular vote is just like it's just a survey report. You know how when someone say have a survey report, they say, "Do you like LeBron James in his prime, or do you like Michael Jordan?" And then they're
Hmm.
gonna give you options: yes, no, maybe, don't
Hmm.
care.
Hmm.
Regardless of the vote, they already said that Michael Jordan was the best in his prime, right? So
Hmm.
even though they're asking you guys your opinion, they already like the people who came up with that poll already made the votes. So
Hmm.
regardless of what people pick, they're gonna come and say, "Well, it's Michael Jordan," and then people, will, "Oh, come on, man!" And some people say, "Man, that's false," and some people say, "Oh, I was right." But at the end of the day, they already made the choice anyway, so it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I was at that vote. It's Michael Jordan.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are gonna say LeBron James, but it's a
Nah.
different era where the rules are they've made everything easier, and then LeBron James is a faker. He's always faking getting pushed, and he's a great actor. Come on, it's a
Yeah.
comedy. He'd
Yeah,
be like,
yeah, yeah.
"Oh."
I mean, LeBron be doing some flopping. I mean, I fuck with LeBron. I fuck with LeBron. Okay, but he be doing a little flopping to be as good as he is. But everybody ain't perfect. I can't just nitpick and try to poke holes in the man game. Overall, he top five in my book, and I go back to the Kareem era. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in like the 80s or the late 70s, I was watching basketball. So from my point of view, I'm going Jordan, uh, Magic, uh, Kareem, uh, LeBron, Kobe.
Mm.
Who,
Me,
who you got?
I was thinking more like that one short guy. He was very short.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have like funny hair. I forgot his name. Oh man, he'll make like this little hairstyle like ponytail something. He was very short compared to the other basketball player.
Uh-huh.
I forgot his name. I
Spud
remember
Webb.
one of his jerseys used to be kind of bluish, but not only him, the guy who went to Korea, what's his name? He was good too. He was
Kareem.
with Michael Jordan's team, the Bulls. He
Oh, you talking about Rodman?
yeah, him. He was good too. As I
Okay.
remember back in the 90s when I was, back in Africa, we used to watch some of the games. And
Wow.
what's the other one? I forgot his name. He was tall though. I know, of course,
Tall.
everybody likes Shaquille O'Neal because he was giant. I mean, when I was young, it's like when you're watching the game, you watch more at the performance and the grand scene. But the
Mhm.
short guys, when they're performing amongst the giants, you're like, oh man, that's a good guy. So I'm
Oh,
using
okay.
more like my childhood memory, like who I remember. But yeah, a lot
Okay.
of sports we're looking in Africa, like even now, like a lot of things from like the 90s, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like we all knew all
Mhm.
that stuff, man. Yeah. So
So that's cool to y'all now.
yeah, that's how I tell people American culture, especially Black American culture, is very influential to the world. People watch
Yes.
everything you guys do. Like that's why I say Black people are special people. Why? Because it's like you. This I'll put it this way: as a Black American, you don't know
Mm.
your value until you get out of America.
Mm. That's heavy.
That's the
Because I
best way to
was,
explain it. Yeah.
yeah, that's heavy. Because I was just listening who you thought was the best, and you in another country, and you were saying you watched a performance because it is like a performance. It's like
Yeah.
a ballet or that's why they play jazz to basketball. It has a rhythm to it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and so that's a trip how you look at things, and that's why Black people should hold their head high because we're the most copied and the most hated. You wonder, that should be something for you to really think about.
Yeah. Like I remember my whole country
Hmm.
was depressed and shocked when Tyson beat Holyfield's ear.
Mhm.
Like you don't know the shame that the Congolese people had, man. Like remember when he was fighting him and then he beat his ear? We started
Mhm.
making jokes. They say Mike Tyson tried black soup because
Mhm.
his black. They were making jokes. Like we came up with jokes saying that Mike
Mhm.
Mike Tyson, got tired, got hungry during the boxing match, and he needed some soup. So he went for the ear. But yeah, it was man. We loved Tyson, and you want to know something funny? Tyson he did his DNA, and guess what? He found out. He found out he's Congolese. That he comes
Mhm.
from Congo. What a coincidence, huh? I was like, wow. Yeah, he did. He's a little talk show that he have on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot who was on the show when he came. He brought up the
I think
information.
it was Akon.
Yeah. He said he did his DNA test and found out he was in Congo. I even have a
Wow.
book. It's called. I'm looking at it right now because I made a video on it. You probably, if I don't know if you got a chance, but I had like a 15-minute review on it,
Mhm.
basically letting people know to get it. It's called Atlas of the Transatlantic Slave Trade, where it
Mhm.
shows you the map where they were taking the slaves and bringing it to the Americas from
Mhm.
like 1500 to 1900. So basically,
Mhm.
400 years of transporting slave back and forth. A
Mhm.
large number of them came from the Congo region, and many of them
Mhm.
went to Brazil. But
Mhm.
a lot of them came to North, the Caribbean. Like I know Haiti, almost 99% of Haitians came
Mhm.
directly from the Congo. And even when I talk to Haitians, their
Mhm.
music and everything sounds just like us.
Mhm.
Even though they've been here separated from us, the music style, everything is just like us, like Congolese people.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. So that's where you are now in Congolese.
yeah, Congolese, yeah.
Mhm. Hey, brother, it's amazing that I'm talking to you. Just the power of the internet. But I have some stories as far as how some of the African brothers and the Eritrean brothers treat us in America, the black man. Especially
Yeah.
like the younger guys. It's not like this right here. We don't have a conversation, and even feel like the same energy. But every now and then, I had to roast those guys
Mm.
because they'll work in, like, say, the parking attendants. They'll all be Eritreans, and if you have a problem with something, they act like they can't even talk to you.
Yeah.
They act like you are not even talking. Almost, it's like they don't want to deal with you. They don't want any problem. It's like the American black brother. You are like lower than them. They won't even almost acknowledge you. You get what I'm saying? And
The
then I've been to hold on, hold on.
yeah,
Then
it's
I've been to DC.
tribalism.
Yeah. Then I've been to DC before, and a lot of the cab drivers. This is back before Uber. They wouldn't stop for me, but one brother did, and then I had a talk with him. And then he was saying, man, a lot of times the black guys, they get you to take them to different neighborhoods and they want to jump out the cab and this and that. I said, well, don't you have discernment? Can't you tell which one? He say, sometimes the guy look cool and we have a good conversation, then he jump out the cab. So a lot of times that we just don't even pick the brothers up around here. I say,
Yeah.
okay, that's understandable, because brothers, get themselves sometime a bad name. Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm showing you how the African brothers and the American brothers have like a disconnect. We you know what I mean? Because I had
Yeah.
a problem one time. I tried to go in there with my slip, because the parking thing wouldn't let me out, but I had paid my money, so I had to go back, talk to the brother, and he acted like I was just being out of control because I'm asking him a question. I said, man, what's wrong with you, brother? You can't talk to me as a brother. What's wrong with you? You acting like we got a disconnect. But when you're over in your country, and them Dutch and them French over there, and them quote unquote what they call them? What
Uh,
Africa is that? And we got all the white people.
oh, you mean South Africa?
And yeah, them South Africans talking crazy to you. You don't say nothing to them. And I look more like your brother, and you want to not even acknowledge me when I'm just asking you a question. You act like you can't deal with me and go walk off, huh?
Yeah.
I say, okay, brother. So I
You,
was kind of mad at that fasting. You know what I mean?
I'll explain to you the reason why a lot of Africans have tribalism. Think about it.
Okay. Okay.
If in their own country they can look at another black person who's from another tribe and look at them as a stranger, like
Mm-hmm.
like an outsider, what makes you any different? They're gonna do the same
Mm-hmm.
thing. So like I say, it all comes to people's education.
Mm-hmm.
For example, me, when I came in America, I grew up among quote unquote white people. So
Mm-hmm.
I know how to be among them and talk to them. And some of my friends, they'll be like, how can you talk to them without having any kind of feelings? Why? Because to me, I'm like, I know history, but I'm looking at them and I'm like, I know most Americans, quote unquote, they're ignorant of the past or they may, they know things, but it's like you can look at these young kids and give them like any benefit of the doubt that they know what you know. So
Mm-hmm.
by me coming from a point, I'm like, these kids, they're probably ignorant. So I treat them like just like people.
Mm-hmm.
My philosophy is this because I'm a Bible person. The Bible says, it says, if possible, be at peace with all men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've met some people who have straight disrespectful, quote unquote racist, but guess what? In the same moment, I turn around, someone who looks just like them, they're treating me with respect. So it's like, am I gonna discriminate everybody? No. I'll give an example. Speaking about saying how some Africans look down, I'll put it this way, right? You will have like a black American who's dressed like what they call thug or whatever, gangster.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk to them with chill, cool. But the person who's gonna snitch on you at work is the black brother who's dressed nice.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, who like you can use the outward appearance to judge a person on how they're gonna treat you. Yes, I always say stereotype is necessary because that's how life is. As people, we have to be prejudiced. Is a defense mechanism. For an example, if you're driving in a dirty neighborhood, your prejudice is, hey, danger. There's a possibility. There's danger here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna approach this area wisely. I'm not gonna be doing the same thing I'll do in a nice neighborhood. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you can't rely solely on prejudice as a mean to discriminate. Be like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with it because I'll give you an example. I've been in an area, me being black
Mm-hmm.
and being like what you call a white neighborhood, and I was never harassed, never, not even by cops, nothing. And the same thing, I'll go into in quote unquote dirty or neighborhood, and I get pulled over. Why? Because I guess I got a busted light. So it's like life is very complex. Yes, we have certain quote unquote defense mechanism that we learn from our parents, society, and everything. But at the same time, they have to be balanced. Why? Because things in life don't always go as according to plan. So the whole thing about Africa and Africans who came from the continent and Black Americans who are here, the disconnect is everybody is okay. I'm gonna be in my corner. You're in that corner. We can't really meet in the middle. And I think that the media plays a large part. And not only that, whenever a lot of Africans where they come here, their families will say, "Hey, don't hang over there." What that I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I call people, 98% of people are dumb sheep. Why? Because they believe what they're told on TV. So what they
Mm-hmm.
told on TV is this: Black Americans are, niggas, the troublemakers, gang, bang, 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 Chicago. Stay away from them, right? It's the same. I'm telling you, the media is very powerful, so powerful that when I moved to America, I could not imagine seeing a white American homeless. It was a shock to me coming from Africa to see a white homeless in America. My mindset is everybody in America lives a good life because America is number one. Now think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that mindset as a child having that breakthrough that in America there are homeless people. Like think about like just imagine my mindset and the programming I had. Now imagine in a grand scale of things how powerful the media plays on our children from a young age, brainwashing them from the TV. That's why I say, man, black people's image has been demonized because of the media, especially Hollywood. That movie, Boys in the Hood, you guys have no idea the damage he has done worldwide. Like some was it who made the movie? I forgot his name.
John Singleton.
Yeah, maybe he will. Oh, I want to show you a positive thing, but remember the people behind it. You're paid to show. Oh, you know what? Let me show the light of what's happening in Black America. but it wasn't used as a weapon because the people who have no knowledge of what led to what you see in the movie will captivate this image, stay away from black neighborhoods. So,
But
you know,
I just think that's being all out, you know, racist. And then you got some people in your own race that's racist against some of their own people because they don't live in this neighborhood or they don't fit this tax bracket, and they're racist to their own people. You know what I'm saying? I had a little young cat come over the other day, looked like Donald Trump nephew, wanted to put solar panels on my house. I sit outside, talk to him, man, 20 minutes. We get to talking about cars. We get to talking about women. And he was like, so at the end of this, don't be a simp for the woman. I said, yeah, you got it. I say, see, so now you don't judge all people because I have my hair, you know, going straight up in the air. You know what I mean? And you don't judge all black people with hair going straight up that they're bad. And he's blonde, blue-eyed white boy from Utah. I said, what you gonna do with your life? And we just talking, man. He like 22, so he gonna go back to college. I'm telling him, man, don't have no children. You know, he like, man, it was really good talking to you, man. I was like, yeah. And we look totally different from each other. But I said, man, live your life like that, man, and be safe on your travel. Judge each person by their actions. Don't just judge them because they got their hair sticking up at the top of their head with dreadlocks, like they're just gonna come and, you know, hack you to death or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's bad people within each culture. You know what I mean? But I was kind of offended that them brothers didn't really want to acknowledge me when I had a problem. It was like they didn't even want to deal with me, like real standoffish. You know what I mean?
And this I put it this way. That's why I'm very thankful about spaces like the Manosphere and stuff like that. You know, there are a lot of see the problem. We men, like I'll tell you this, men naturally we're very we like lone wolves. We like our own space. So when people talk about white and media, it's always about women because women love to talk. They love to, you know, it's their nature. They love to blah blah blah, right? But men, we like even if a man has something in his heart, they tend to keep it to themselves. That's why even statistics shows that men die faster in retirement homes than women. Why? Because women get to talk, they get to have visitation. Most men want to be alone because it's just our nature. We like our isolation. So the thing is, because we have a space where men from different parts of the country and even the world can come together and actually have a conversation. The whole thing about African Americans, and you know, Black Americans, they have to be meaning people who are willing to basically have like we having conversation. When I'm listening to you, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm talking to a Black American. No, I'm saying I'm talking to a brother over YouTube. I don't like my mindset. I'm not even looking at the whole background or whatever. I'm just saying I'm talking to another brother and we're sharing ideas. The thing is, because of the media pressure, the environment, social status, and everything, it refrains a lot of people to quote unquote cross the bridge. And there is a reason. There are higher powers that are in play that actually want this mindset to be. Think about this. How come we don't have black brothers from Australia, the Aborigines of Australia? Do you know their history? For 100 years, the Europeans had a genocide to massacre them. Think about. I'll put it this way. Imagine Black Americans from 1900 to 2000, where the government was just killing y'all for nothing. They'll just come in a village, say, anybody who's dark, put him down like a dog. For 100 years, they did that to the Aborigines of Australia. They massacred them so much, they became drunk. Like one of the deficiency is drunkenness. And guess what? The government passed a law to punish them for being drunk. It's illegal for them to drink out to buy alcohol. But you know, the white Australians, they can go try drunk, do whatever. Hypocrisy. I mean, that's a hypocrisy in their country, meaning they allow regular white citizens, you know, the Australian or immigrants who are Australians to drink, buy alcohol, but in Aboriginals, it's illegal for him to buy alcohol. quote unquote, because they have alcohol problems, so it's illegal for them. Now, just imagine that. How come we don't have any connection with our brothers over there? You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, there is an agenda where they want that separation. And I say, yeah, it starts even in Africa. They divided us by tribes when the Europeans were. It's like we had kingdoms and we had everything, but what they call divide and conquer started to happen. And usually it tend to lean on towards religion and politics, because the Muslims were already dividing us for centuries before the Europeans came. The reason why I'm born in Congo, why? Because my grandfather from the 1300s, they migrated from Sudan to the Congo. Why? Because the government of Sudan at that time was overthrown by the Muslims, the Arabs. And when they came in the land, they basically gave them a choice to say, if you want to stay here, you have to convert to Islam. If not, get out of the country. So my great-grandfathers, they were like, we out of here. So they began to migrate. And then they began to separate. And then by the time they saw the rivers in Congo, they're like, okay, we're going to settle down here. And they say when they got there, they saw some people who were living there already, who came there centuries before them. So I always tell people, I mean, like, Africa is technically a new continent when it comes to quote unquote black people. Like the whole land, there were some places that were empty. There was nobody there. Just over centuries, people began to migrate. People began to multiply and breed up. So there's a lot of things that have happened. The problem is because people don't want to cross over the aisle, and some people don't see it as a necessity. That's why this kind of conversation is not there. Like I remember one time, one of my Pakistani friends was buying a car, and at the car dealership, it was a Toyota car dealership. One of the brother who was helping him was a Black American. There was 2 Black American there, and then there was 2 Caucasian who were in a sales sector. Talking about some things you should say in public. This brother, out loud amongst white people, literally asked me, says, is it true that Africans hate Black Americans? When he asked me that, right? In my mind, I'm like, brother, why would you ask me this question in front of white people? And then I turned to him, I said, I don't know where that question came from, but I asked him, I said, why do you think that? And I'm like, it's like me saying all white people are racist. You can't say stuff like that. I try my best to basically teach him a lesson like, hey, bro, you in a place of business. You work here. I'm a customer. And you ask me this kind of question. You're amongst quote-unquote white people. You talking to a black person. Like, it's like, you don't do that.
It's not that it was
looking like they were not looking like it came out of nowhere.
Do
that.
Yeah,
But I didn't get angry at him or anything. I was just like, I was basically trying to talk to him in a way, be like, hey, bro, don't do it. You're amongst white people. Because when I'm out of here, they're gonna look at you weird.
Yeah, it wasn't so much as questioning was inappropriate. I mean, his delivery was shitty. He could have at least been outside having a conversation with you, and then kind of asked like I asked you after I got to know you. I didn't just get on the mic and start saying fasting. Why African people don't like African American people? I waited till we got to know one another. Now we're having a conversation and we're talking about it. But that he wasn't supposed to ask that right then. And then especially amongst these other people, man, what's wrong with you? It's like you caping for them. Like, yeah, I ain't with them. I'm with you guys or something. They don't ask that kind of question in a public setting, man. You're out of pocket. Yeah, out of pocket. Okay, so you're at the Toyota dealership. So what's the best car in your country? What's the best car overall?
It's Toyota. Everybody likes Toyota because
Toyota is the best. I keep telling these people over here, but everybody over here, they like the Chargers, the Dodge, they this and that. Then them shits gonna fall out at about 100,000 miles, man. They like some of these neighborhood women. They Dodges and Fords. The bottom fall out of them.
Like when I went back in Congo last year, I even saw like Toyota cars from like the 1990s. Some of the cars are over 25 years. They're still running.
Come on, man. I rock that Lexus, man. I
Yeah,
got like
yeah,
I
that's
got
what
three or
I
four
tried to.
Lexus. It's a Toyota, but all the bells and whistles. It's the Cadillac Toyota. I got
Yeah,
one right now. I got that big motherfucking truck. That motherfucker got 320 on it. Faster.
yeah,
Ride like a champ.
yeah.
You
Like
know,
it lasts you forever if it's
320 on it,
maintained.
man. I just put a new water pump, timing belt. That motherfucker still starting up, pulling.
Me, the only thing I need in my car if the AC is running. I love the AC. So in this heat in Texas, you gotta have AC. So if I don't have AC, I ain't driving nothing.
Oh, you're in
And
Texas now.
yeah, yeah. I'm in Houston.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. You got to have the AC out there.
Yeah,
That's
most definitely.
mandatory.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's too
mandatory.
hot. Yeah,
Anywhere down up in there, Arizona, Las Vegas, that's mandatory. You
mhm.
know, up this way, sometime you don't have to have the AC unless you live in the hot parts of, you know, LA, Oakland, Bay Area. It doesn't get no more than about 75, 80. That's what's so beautiful. You get the perfect weather, man. You get high 80, low 45.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
never gets too cold. It never gets too hot. You know what I mean? It's kind of like perfect weather. But you know
yeah.
they're gonna charge you out the ass for the rent. So
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's true.
your rent gonna be 2,500 for a 2 bedroom.
I have a two bed. Hey, check this out. I have a two-bedroom. I
Hmm.
think it's it 1,000.
Wow.
Was it 1,000 square feet? And
Hmm.
I pay 950.
Damn.
Yeah,
My two.
I'm like 15 minutes north of downtown Houston.
Okay. My my
So
my son went to college at down south, Grambling, and a lot of his friends were from Texas. You know what I'm saying? And a
mm,
lot of them moved to Houston. They already buying houses for the last like 2 or 3 years. My son and his brother just got their first apartment. They moved in, cost them like 4,800, and they're paying like 2,300 a month for a 2 bedroom. It's nice, but I'm just showing you how the cost of living out here is out the
wow,
wazoo. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
they had to pay like 4,800 to move in. Nice little, maybe a little 4 or 6 plex. You know what I mean? Little regular little apartment, and it was like 4,800 to move in. Man, it's like 2,300 a month.
Wow, that's
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I'm just yeah, that's what it costs, man. That's what it costs. So, that's why I'm out here in my little spot, man. I got a house and shit, so I'm cool out here. But out there where they at, if you want to be right in the city, where the BART station, and you all where the downtown, he can jump right on the BART. He can walk, he can ride his bike. Yeah, man, 2,300. That's for a 2 bedroom, man. So you definitely get
Mm.
more bang for your buck going to Texas. You could buy your house in 10 years. Maybe some people out here, they didn't they never end up buying a house.
Yeah,
You think you buying a house, you just renting a house for the 22, 27 years. Then they tell you underwater on the house and you never even fucking own the house.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? They fuck you in the end out here. A lot of people has got their houses taken on the back end with the inflated market. They said the
yeah,
house was worth 600,000. Now the motherfucker done dropped down to 300, and you owe 120. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
yeah. It's like they set up a system to screw people regardless.
Right,
That's why
right.
like a lot of people advise you not to even get a mortgage because if you look at the word mortgage, because I speak
Mm-hmm.
French,
Mm-hmm.
more is death.
Mm,
The first part more means death.
mm.
So the word mortgage it means still death.
Well, the
Think
brother,
about that. It's
a
like
lot of
yeah, there's a like I say, words have meaning.
words have power. So okay. So since you down south, and you might could get a house for what, 80 grand, a nice one.
No, it depends the area.
Okay.
Typical house, like if you want to get a nice house, because
Mm-hmm.
right now, since a lot of properties are going up, there are
Mm-hmm.
certain places like if you want to get like an 80,000 house or something,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to go out of the country. Like you have to go like further away from the city. like those
Okay,
small towns and
in the
stuff like
city,
that.
what 150?
Yeah, 160 and up.
Okay,
And
okay.
then 160 is probably gonna be like a used home. Like if you want to get a brand new home,
Mhm.
80,000 and up.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that's still doable, man.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
really out here handling your business and you getting money and you got a decent job, I could see me doing that in 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, you could have a big like a land like there's an area here called Montgomery.
Hmm.
Like it has a lot of like a lot of people who have money, like big money people. They buy like, let's say, one guy we knew, my dad's ex boss. I used to go cut grass at his house.
Hmm.
He had a big house with 5 bedrooms,
Hmm.
and in his backyard he had a big field where he could plant corns if he wanted to, but he put a pool, and then in his
Hmm.
front yard he had enough space where he set up a parking lot to park cars.
Hmm.
So the image I have right now, his home, the land was as big as a football field. That's how
Hmm.
big his land was, and he bought it for back then, like 15 years ago, he bought it for 250,000.
Hmm.
In that area there was not a lot of properties. They were selling it out, so a lot of
Hmm.
people, it was like brand new farm like place and stuff like that. Now
Hmm.
his property is worth over $500,000. Now think about this: he bought that
Hmm.
house 15 years ago for
Hmm.
250,000.
Hmm.
Now his house value double because he installed a pool. He
Hmm.
built like a concrete area for the parking.
Hmm.
And then if he sell his home right now, he's gonna get 250,000 on top of it. Why? Because he paid 250 cash back then.
Okay, so since we sharing house game, there go that word. Uh-oh. Uh uh that's the way I would go. Look how the world is moving. You already African brother, so I know you know how to get your hands dirty. That's the way to go for you. You driving the trucks, you need a lot of room. You might want to drive your trucks into your house or have a little area for those. Have your garden over here, could grow you some of whatever you like to do around your area. He done already gave you the blueprint. You know what I mean? You can put your own pool instead of getting in the city. Now, if you're a single guy with no kids, you be in the city, get your apartment, get your money, get your bag up. But if
Yeah,
I was a young man, that's the way I would go. Have me like a whole plot of land like they used to do in the old school, man. Out here in California, man, you get like a yard and a little decent backyard. But if
yeah,
I could do it over, I'd give me a nice piece of land like that dude, you speaking on half. He's got the pool he can put in, then you got time to add shit to your house. You know what I mean? You can just think
yeah,
about what you want to do. You own a nice part of land. When you get older, man, that's the stuff when you kick back from all your hard work and you could be on your land. You got your kids or your grandkids or whatever. You got your little fishing pond, a swimming pool. Man, that's like the thing about being a king right
mhm.
there to me. I don't have to be the king of a country, but I'll be the king of this little land right here. And that's a good life, man. I don't
Yeah.
care what nobody say. That's a good life.
One of my vision is to actually do all that stuff back home. Because
Mm-hmm.
I know back home it's easier, and not only that, we don't have property taxes. So
Mm,
me investing that kind of money back home is easier, and not only
mm,
that, it's my home country where you know I'll put it this way: here in America, for me to have servant, it will cost me money.
mm,
But back home, I can pay people to do my stuff cheaper. Like the labor is gonna be cheap. It's gonna be affordable for me.
Okay,
So
okay.
I
So,
was,
so
yeah,
if you got your paper right, you plan on going back to your country. Now you know what's gonna come when you start flexing with your bag. You know what's gonna come, right?
yeah, yeah,
What's gonna
yeah.
come?
Taxes.
No, the African haters. They got
Oh,
all
oh
of
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah,
Africans. They got
yeah, yeah,
Americans,
yeah,
black, white. They got haters,
yeah.
man. You
Oh
better
yeah, yeah.
get your
There's always
haters.
hated. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
because you're gonna come back to the country. You're gonna, have your thing in order. You got your bag in order. When you come back, man, the haters gonna come out the woodworks on you.
mm. Oh yeah. The haters always come out. But this is one thing I learned about people.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have haters,
Mm-hmm.
if you treat people like they want to be treated, you're gonna be okay. And plus, they're probably never gonna see me because most of the time, if I go back, it will be like to visit or something. But
Mm-hmm.
I do see myself starting a family back home. I don't see myself starting a family here in America because of the way things are. You know,
Yeah.
it's like America is becoming like a bad environment. I don't want to be going to a grocery store with my children and seeing weird stuff that are quote unquote accepted by society when I don't want them to be exposed to it.
Mm.
I mean, yes, you can, but it's like you have to be like an Amish where you isolate yourself from the world if you want to.
Mm.
You know.
And my brother, it's a trip that we having these conversations because I'm gonna tell you, when I grew up in my area, they made Africa look like it was a bad thing, like it just all dirt road and children with flies on them. You know what I'm saying? Didn't seem like a
Yeah,
place.
that's what they propaganda. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, this is how we thought, at least my perspective in the black community. But how you just saying it like in such an enlightening way that I want to, probably go back home and raise my family there. Like it's no problem. And, and then the first time I really started hearing people talking about going to Africa, man, was Nas and Belly.
Mm.
Remember he said, man, I'm gonna go to Africa. He was like, what? He's like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People just now over the last, I feel 20 years, 30 years, start really, traveling like that and wanting to, just people I know. Now you probably got your military people that have been all over the world, but the brothers that I grew up around wasn't really getting, we traveled to the United States, but we wasn't really getting all the way overseas like that. Now it's a mainstream thing because they tried to paint Africa as somewhere that was bad, like it wasn't nice or something over there, like the food gonna make me sick. And this is what they portrayed in our head. Yeah.
It's the media's programming. That's all. It's to scare you. Like it's the same thing. Like I'll give you like the power of the media. Those movies about America in Vietnam, like was it Missing in Action, John Rainbow. Man, I'll tell you this. I had this weird prejudice about Vietnamese people. I thought, man, based on the movies, I'm like, man, if I were to meet a Vietnamese people, they're probably gonna be like, like that, like talking like violent and. But I lived in Dallas. There is a large Vietnamese community in a town called Richardson. Man, I'll tell you this: Vietnamese people are one of the most nicest people I've ever met. I was like, wow. I'm like, and I had to tell him, I'm like, look, you have no, like, I tell the media is powerful. I'm like, do you know those Hollywood movies that were demonizing you guys? Like, I was telling them, I'm like, man, I'm like, Vietnamese people, I'm like, you guys are awesome. I'm like, Hollywood destroy your image. And some of them, they were like, yeah, we know because Vietnam was divided into two. You had communist Vietnam, and then the other Vietnam was the one America was trying to basically, quote unquote, win, but they lost. So a lot of their citizens, basically, if you meet a Vietnamese, are mostly the ones who their family emigrated to America seeking asylum because they were against communism. But yeah, like I met with them, I talked to them. There's a lot of Vietnamese people in America. Like if you see anyone's name NGYU, was it
Nguyen?
Nguyen? Yeah, Nguyen.
Nguyen.
Those are Vietnamese people.
I used to think it was Nat Nguyen, but it's Nguyen.
Yeah. I used to say Nguyen, and they say no, it's Nguyen because
that's how you know a Vietnamese person. They always put a Nguyen on their stuff, their G. Yeah. Okay, check this out. When I was in high school, I started getting a lot of influx of Vietnamese, Laos kids coming to my school. You get what I'm saying? I went to a school with all kind of different races. That's why when the brother was asking earlier, which some of the less racist place, I would say this West Coast, because in Washington, and in Oregon, they dare you to say something about a black person. It's a lot of interracial marriage and mixed children up that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So back to the Laotian people. Man, those people have a lot of solidarity. When one of my neighbors across the street, man, he real cool cat, man. Little cool little dude, and then we sit back and talk. He always have his beers, he's chilling and shit. I gave him some advice on his wife and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was asking me, man, my wife think this, I don't do nothing but go fishing. Woo. I say, hey man, when the last time you took your wife out by yourself? I know you had a parties and shit. Everybody comes over, you drink beer, you hang out, you watch the game, y'all do y'all thing, because they're real tight little family, man. Little cool dude. And then he really got to open up, talking about he used to be in this and that, and he changed his life, and he a hardworking dude, and all he do is go to work and fish. And I say, I watch you. And he say, man, tell my wife this. I say, no, I think maybe you should just do something with just you and her, brother. Yeah. And last time you just did something just singular. He's like, it's been a minute, but I'm not cheating. I said, I know you're not. But you have to spend time with the woman. You have to still maintenance your woman. He was like, I'm going to take your advice. Man, after that, man, me and him been so cool. And it wasn't nothing to me. And he invite me over to his house all the time. Man, cool dude, solid people. And you know why I think they take to black people? Because they've been discriminated against to the Asian culture. They're like the niggas of the Asian culture.
Hey, brother Oscar, do you know that? You want to hear something like
we chopping up this game, Fastin. Yeah. We chopping up this game. They ain't gonna like it, Fastin.
Yeah. Check this out, brother Oscar. Here's another thing that's gonna shock you. You know that the Vietnamese, like most of the Vietnamese, they show you the last skin. Do you know a lot of them are dark people? Most of them are dark like us. The Laos people, they're dark like us. They know they know we're related. Even some of them, they say we know we came from Africa. They know. Same thing with the Filipino people. So I know there was a report. They said whenever during the Vietnam War, whenever the Viet Cong will capture black soldiers, they will tell them, they say, why are you guys fighting for America? They say, we don't have no fighting with you. You guys are descendants of slave. You made to fight in a war. They say we have no beef with you. And watch this. Notice many POWs of the Vietnam War. Notice what national, what complexion are they most of the time? White,
like white, yeah.
Rarely, I've yet to see a black POW, prisoner of war.
Now that you say that.
Think about that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they wanted the whitest looking white guy.
Because to them they were like, you are brother. We have no quarrel with you. You fighting this war not because you want to, because you have to. So they will release them, but they will keep the Caucasian. And some people say it's racist. I'm not. It's a historical fact. You can research it.
That's what Muhammad Ali said. He wasn't going to fight no Viet Cong.
Because he was hearing those reports too. Because think about it. Because a lot of black soldiers during the Vietnam War, the draft was still in effect. So many black people were forced to go to war because of the draft, and many white also. And brother Oscar, a lot of Americans died for nothing in that war, man. They died brutal. That's why they started dropping. Like America got so pissed, they started dropping napalm. That's why, because America was fighting in land. Nah, we're not gonna win. They started dropping napalms, and the Vietnam, the Viet Cong said, "Oh, you're gonna burn our people? Okay." They set up those jungles. They say some of the traps are still there, because in their mindset they say, if we're gonna die over our land, guess what? You ain't gonna live here either. So they set up trap every man. I like, we watch Hollywood. They talk about it, but bro, a lot of us Vietnam veterans, they're scarred for life, man. That's why they got the trauma stuff, because the stuff they saw, like seeing your homie guts split in half because they got caught in that trap. Like it was bloody, man. History, they don't like to talk about it, but it was bad, man. It's bad.
Right. Of course they don't. They don't want to talk about the war that they lost.
Yeah, like Vietnam people, man, they're cool. Like the women are beautiful. And you know what's interesting? Most of the interracial marriage that I've seen, it's always black, either black Americans and Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Filipino.
Yeah,
weird.
Black guy with a Filipino woman. Yeah. Well, hey man, I ain't got nothing against our sisters, but my sons, they've traveled around. You know what I mean? They did some little touring with some little rap guys, so they've driven all across the United States. One's been to London, the other one's been over to China, Japan. So, letting your kids get out and see the world and see different things, open up their mind, broaden their horizons. That's a beautiful thing. And let them choose what woman to be with, because I don't have to live with my son. Pick the woman that makes you happy, whatever race she may be. You like it, I love it. So I think you should take your children out, show them the world, show them different things, and don't pigeonhole them into just saying that they gotta have, a sister. If they want a sister, get a sister. But if the woman treating you right and doing what you say, then that's the right one for you.
Yeah, like people have to, that's why I say traveling. You don't have to quote unquote go overseas or anything. Just leave your environment. Just America. Look, America is too big to stay in one place. That's my philosophy. You can go to another town, another states. Just check it out. Like I remember the first time when I went to Atlanta, I'm like, man, I hate that traffic. You gotta take the toll, like the highway outside of downtown, because if you take it, you're done. You're stuck there for 2 hours.
Los Angeles, the Bay Area, it's got some bad traffic, but every place has its, pros and cons. You know what I mean?
As a truck driver, when I drove to LA, I actually liked that. It wasn't so bad because I think the traffic that used to be in Los Angeles was because of the old highway. The last time I went over there, they were working on it. They were basically making the highway bigger, and they were building a new one to basically ease up the traffic. So the last time I went over there, yes, there was traffic, but it wasn't as bad as I was hoping for. It was actually smooth. By the time I hit Highway 5, I was gone. I was heading north towards was it San Francisco? Yeah. 4 years ago.
And everybody don't just think San Francisco is just all the gay people. They got their little area, yeah. But don't just look at everything like you say, the propaganda on TV. San Francisco got a few hoods with some thorough cats through there. You know what I'm saying? They got a few little hoods in San Francisco, but San Francisco would be equivalent to like a small Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing in all these different big cities. It's just a smaller version of it. You know what I mean? Downtown San Francisco, it's a lot of money around here. If and then San Jose, of course, with the tech, it's all kind of money, down there, Silicon Valley, Yeah. So they have some places out here in the Bay Area and in South Bay that's really nice, man. Really, really nice. The weather gonna be nice, good place to raise children, but you gotta have your bag out here. And I ain't gonna say it's not racist, but it's not like overtly racist. You know what I'm saying? Say if you down south sometime, you might walk in somewhere and be like, yeah, I'm out of here. I've never felt like that. You know what I'm saying? It's some of that, but it's probably hidden more. It's a mix of everything. I got Mexican neighbors, I got Filipino neighbors, black, white. It's a little bit of everything around here.
Hey, I'll tell you this pandemic made everybody equal. Because guess what? Somebody in their family, they probably got fired. They lost their job. They're staying home. They can't work. So it's like, how you going to look down on somebody where you're in the same situation and they are? Guess what? Right now, it doesn't matter because, quote unquote, the virus can get anybody. The virus is not like, oh, you're black, so I'm going to get you first. No. Getting everybody.
So what's the best way to beat this virus right now? Since you said it wasn't real back in the days.
Yeah.
I got to keep your hand to the fire because you're like, it's not real. The coronavirus is not real. Like, to be like, man, what is this, brother?
This way. When I say the coronavirus is just a flu virus. Okay. Now, when I say what they're saying is not real, everything, meaning the rhetoric and how they're saying. Now, it's not to say that there's something that's making people sick. But what I'm saying, it's not what they're saying because the coronavirus is just a flu. So even how they're trying to sell it, they're trying to sell it like it's a super flu or whatever. It's not. Guess what? I'll prefer to get this invisible virus than the flu because the flu you have what? You have a 99% survival rate with the it was like 98.8% survival rate with corona. Guess what? The influenza, the regular flu, 97%. So which one is more safer? Which one you more likely to survive in those numbers? The corona. But the way they're selling it, oh my God, it's deadly. You die.
Right.
That's why. So a lot of people will be like, "Oh, am I disingenuous, or why am I saying that I'm not sensitive?" This will tell people, don't believe the rhetoric of the media. Now, watch this. But guess what? I'm like, if you want to take precaution so you can protect yourself against viruses or whatever, then I can basically give you tips like Kuda was talking about the manuka honey, like sea moss herbs. Like there are certain herbs that you can take to build your immune system. Vitamin C, like ginger tea. You can just literally just drink ginger tea to basically help your immune system. You'll be fine. Remember, ginger has pepper, and pepper helps your immune system. That's why that's why you notice a lot of Hispanics, they love the hot sauce and whatever. So, yeah. And then whenever you drink hot sauce, what happens? Mucus. You get sniffles because it's clearing up your lymphatic system. That's why you gotta eat spicy food for your lymphatic system. So there are certain things you can do, and since my channel is fasting, so whenever you don't eat, you're fasting. That's the simplest way I can explain it. So if you skip breakfast, you are fasting. Until you eat, you're always fasting. So fasting is basically abstaining from food. So let's say if you ate and then you don't eat for the next 8 hours, the hour that you don't eat, you're fasting. So
well, I seen you on some pictures, brother. You look kind of healthy. I don't know, you've been doing too much fasting over there. You've been eating your goat curry and all your oxtails.
Like right now, I'll say because I was trying to build muscles, I had to add in some weight. Now, me, because of trucking, I'm sitting a lot, so it's like I can barely have activity. So I started getting a little bit of belly. They started coming back. I'm like, God, this is not good because I'm sitting. So I use fasting to basically maintain my weight so I won't gain too much weight. So my weight fluctuates. So I'll gain like 10 pounds if I eat, and then when I'll fast, I'll lose 10 pounds. Now and then I noticed that I wasn't taking enough salt. This is another thing they didn't teach people. I even watched a brother. He made a video. His channel is called Snake Diet. He mentioned about salt. He said the reason why a lot of people bloat, meaning you're holding a lot of water in your body, is because you don't have enough salt in your body, because salt balances the water in your body. So the problem is, you know how this, oh, don't eat a lot of salt. They don't understand. You need salt in your body. And guess what? When your body reaches the level of salt that it needs, it flushes it out. That's why you won't hold water. So a lot of people who are fat, the reason why they're fat because they don't have enough salt in the body. So their body is just holding on water. It's holding on water. So salt is.
I don't know fasting. I don't know fasting. You're gonna have these fat people with high blood pressure, man. They're gonna be blowing up by the time they finish.
No,
they gonna be exploding like them people in Vietnam. They just gonna pour a whole bunch of salt in their head.
I mean, there is a way they can basically reverse it. But I'm saying what led to them is because there is a low sodium level in the body because of that. That imbalance, it messed up the hormones. So all they're doing is they're holding water away. Notice, sometimes where you drinking water, but you still feel thirsty. You're like, why do I want it? Because that's what they mentioned. They say one sign of dehydration is low sodium. And not only that, you also need potassium in your body. But your potassium level will basically balance itself in your body if you have enough salt in your body. So basically, if you, like, for me, for example, you can either there's a technique where you can put salt in water so you can drink it over the day so you can get your daily salt intake, or you can cook food where you put a lot of salt. So like me, I love some of the food that I eat, I'll cook it myself and I'll put enough salt, right? But because I realized that maybe the reason why I'm holding on water too much is because I'm not getting enough salt into my body. Because whenever I'm fasting, I'm not eating anything. So when you're fasting and you're peeing, when you pee, you're pissing salt, electrolytes. But the problem is, if you're not adding in or replacing that salt that you just pissed then you become salt deficient. And I forgot about that, right? Because I'm in a swing of things. I forgot about it. So when he made another video, he mentioned that. I was like, yeah, because whenever I'm fasting, I'm not eating anything and I'm pissing. So I'm not replacing the electrolyte that I've been dumping. That's why I'm holding a lot of water away, because I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm like, well, I'm drinking enough water for my body, but why do I still feel thirsty where I have to drink more? So I was like, wow, yeah. I'm like, I got.
I don't know, fasting. I think you need to start doing a mile a day. I think you need to get on the right foot in front of your left foot program. You know how they got all these different programs? They got a program called your right foot in front of your left foot. And that's the program you need to get on. I don't want y'all to get from behind that wheel and get you some exercise, brother. We got a lot of living to do. You got to teach me things, my brother. I need to learn from you, brother. This is we over here. We having a great debate about all kind of different politics, the inner racism of us and our African brothers, our American brothers. It's a cold conversation here, brother.
Health is very important, and you're right. Like whenever I was running, I felt good, and my breathing and everything was awesome. That's why I mentioned. I'm like, hey, brothers, I'm like, if you can hear your own breath, it's no good. I know some people they have like. I know my brother, he plays a lot of sports, so he's very fit. So I can hear him breathing. Why? Because he's very active. He plays soccer. So
that's what you need to get. You need to get back there. Like your brother. I've seen you. I haven't seen him. You got to get back there. And that's going to make you the best man at your most peakness. Because me and Angry Man was on Cuda Channel the other day showing ourselves with some old flicks. And at certain pictures, we feel like that was our maximum power. Like when you're one of these video game characters, he was at his top boost. You know what I mean? And on that picture, that's why God was showing that pictures, right? But that guy still resides inside of you. You just have to bring him back out, and it's going to make you feel better about yourself. It's going to make a whole like halo around you when you walk. It's going to make different women choose on you. You know what I'm saying? Women that you didn't think looked at you. When you walk in there in shape and looking like the God that you are, and you cut back on whatever you're doing and do some of that soccer like your brother, watch what kind of women you knock off. And you would have more stamina in the bed. These guys talking about what kind of woman they want. Man, I can't even last but 10 strokes. That's why you over here on these channels all the time, because you ain't got no women. Shit, talking about fat women, skinny. Man, get a woman. Shoot, man, all these blue pills, red pills, and triple pills. Man, go outside and knock a bitch pill, man. Damn.
Get out of there, get out of there.
Get your ass off the computer and get in shape. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can last more than 10 strokes, man. Cause you be in that thing and you in shape. You been working out, maybe hitting, and ain't nothing but like lifting weights. And the woman be like, damn, he be hitting that shit, man. That's what they want. That's 70% of the shit.
Yeah.
Money and status is all that is one thing. But if you are in shape, man, because some guys like to wear a lot of jewelry, different places I've been in my travels. And they, got the gaudy stuff, and the women choose, okay, he looked like money, got a nice big car, this and that. But you could have you a nice, just decent car. Keep it clean. Man, have you some just nice, clean tennis shoes, some Levi's and a t-shirt, and pull more women than the guy with all this trinkets on. Because if you got your body in shape, your body is like jewelry. Women just be looking like, oh, look at him. Just like we see a woman with a nice body, we like, damn. There's some guys that's a 3. They want a woman that's a 10. No, you got to get your ass in shape. For life too, not just for a woman, but for life. Your health is your wealth. But I'm telling you, man, you get in shape, man. A whole lot of different women be looking. Telling you, man.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. And you're right about the getting in activity. That's another reason why I'm working behind the scene. I really want to have this freedom, because my jobs it can be taxing on my stress level. So if I get a chance to work out, it's probably going to be like on the weekend, and then I'll hit the gym once or twice.
No fasting. No. You can get up and pay everybody else. You can pay Sprint. You can pay the government. You can pay your state tax. Well, you're in Texas. You got me on that one. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
You can pay your cell phone, your PG&E bill. Everybody else get their money. But when did you pay yourself? When did you take 30 minutes earlier? If you get up at 5 to do your trucking, brother, get up at 4:30. Give yourself 30 minutes. You know what I mean? We always giving everybody else our time and our money and our energy. Give yourself 30 minutes fasting. I don't want to hear no excuses. We got to get our ass down, and we got to give ourselves 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and then take your shower and go to work. You can do it, brother. I don't want to hear that weekend and all that. No excuses, brother. You got everything else. You got the job. You get money. You're charismatic. You know what I'm saying? You're very versatile on the topics you can speak on. You're a church going man. Now you just find you the right woman and have yourself in shape and give her the reason to fuck with you because you a god. I'm fasting his life side of the game.
Hey, I'm sucking in out the knowledge, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We give everybody in the world. You have kids?
No, not yet.
Come on, brother. You ain't got nothing but time, and you can't get it back. You can't get it back, man. Get to your optimal fighting power, man. Get up in the morning, start doing you some little just jumping jacks, brother. Do you 25 push-ups, get you some 15-pound dumbbell, 30 minutes every morning. Watch how your body just start coming, start bulking up, start walking outside and shit. Around here on the Shannon Sharp side of the game.
Oh yeah. Hey, Oscar, you're my motivation speaker right now. So. Hey,
man, start checking in with me. Be like, Oscar, man, I've been going strong for the last 3 days. Be like, there you go. You know what I mean? Some motherfucking wall planks where you just sit on the wall like you're sitting in a chair and just sit there with your hands out for fucking 2 minutes at a time. Then take your shower and go to work.
The air sit up where you got your body? Okay.
Come on, man. Your brother, you looking at your brother, saying shit. I need to be looking like that, man. I had to get on my shit. My son come around looking good. I said, God damn, this boy looking good, yo. And shit, I gotta get on my shit.
Yeah, I think my brother, like, if you, I'm sure you got to see some of my old videos. He was on one of my videos. Mm-hmm. Let me put this channel so you can see him. You can see his appearance. Let me see. He got a channel. He talks about soccer and everything. So I'll post
man.
So you can check him out.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to get back on my shit, man. I was looking at something out. I'm like, damn, that athlete still resides in me. I was at the doctor. They taking my blood pressure. They're like, why is it so low? Then the doctor said, you used to play sports and stuff? I said, yeah. He said, okay, because you all the way down at 48, 51. I'm, my beat per minute is real low. So they thought something was wrong with me. And nah. So that guy still resides inside of you, fast. And I don't want to hear that truck driving in the weekend. No, brother. No. Give yourself 30 minutes. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to take your word for it.
Come on, man. Oh, Let's go, man. Let's go. What we waiting on? Let's go, Fasted. Let's go.
That's right, bro. You're right, man. Hey, that's what we as brothers, we're supposed to motivate each other.
Yeah, man.
I'm a man just like you. We all fall short.
Of course, man.
Perfect.
We all have our shortcomings, brother. But learning from each other, motivating each other, sometimes that just be the push that we needed, man. You know what I mean? Watch out the next time. If you do that for the next 2 months, watch the looks you get from women when you start coming around, and watch how your shit start fitting. You know what I'm saying? When you walk around the earth. Oh, man. It's all in. It's all in.
I spent like, was it 4 years ago? I bought, before I started the weight, I spent like $300 buying 3 suits. And then I never got to worry why, because, well, actually, I got to wear them some days. Was XL, was it double XL? Now what I wear is medium. They can't fit me anymore. They're too big. So I feel like I waste money. But I guess I still have a long way to go. I gotta build my muscles now, and that way I can actually, like, if I have to buy a suit, I want it to be custom made. So that's my next goal. So yeah, I'll take your advice on the.
Come on, man.
basically spend was it don't focus on other people's stuff. I need to was it me first, and then they come after basically.
Yes,
so, you're right.
Yes, because that's like you said, it helps your stress level. You know, you're a young man. You got everything else fastening. I just ran down what you're working with. You got your knowledge. You're well versed. You're a chameleon. You can go talk to the white people. You can go talk to the black people. Like I say, you got some good laughter. You pop a few little jokes in there. Now, if a guy get him in shape, oh man, now just let the woman choose. Let the woman choose, man. Usually the woman that choose on you is the one for you, man. She will always be more in tune with you than a woman that I feel. This is my humble opinion that you tried to work all hard and tried to, she just stood you up a couple times and then I finally got her. Man, no. The woman that worked hard to get you, that was doing hard choosing on you from day one, when she seen you, you walked in there looking like an African king that you are from the Congolese. You understand me? She was like, oh, shit. Right then, she was like, I want him to have my children. And you might have thought, oh, man, I knocked off something good. But you got to stay at that optimal peak level. You can't let yourself start getting, slacking in your macking and eating them ho-hos again when you get your own trucking business. All right, I make $1 million now. I can eat the ho-hos. I got the million now. No, man, you got to still be a chiseled God. Even though you ain't cheating on your woman, women like when other women looking at you. Like I like when other dudes look at my woman, be looking at that little jiggly. Shit, I might have to go. It's kind of a turn on to me. I mean, I had to go home and knock that thing down. I see cats looking. I don't get mad. I don't be doing, oh man, we're looking at my world. We're looking at it. Oh man, I like that. Yeah. So when you at optimal shape and your woman with you, you're gonna get chose on. You know what I mean? When you get to your second part of your life and you start raising your family and shit, and you have you already got the education, your spiritual side, and now all we need is the physical side. Shit, they're already trying to kill us, so we got to stay at optimal peak shape. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some air punches right now. Get out of here, Corona. Get out of here. Get out of here, Corona. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're right.
You did? Yeah, man. That's the only part we're missing, man. That physical side, man. And what if a motherfucker want to run up or something? Some white supremacist or somebody fucking with your family, man. We got to be ready. You know what I'm just saying? Shit just jump off. We out of shape. We be mad at the motherfucker at ourselves.
Yeah. Hey, you have to be able to run and not run out of breath.
Come on, man. Here come motherfucker. You coming out of Walmart. Some motherfucker won't start fucking with you and your wife. You want to be looking with a look on your face and them shoulders and them guns and shape, motherfucker. Like, okay, and just walk on out. Yeah, bro. Just give a motherfucker a look. Excuse me. Motherfucker, leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say much. Yeah, shit be jumping off at any time.
You just clench your fist and then your muscle just start bouncing out.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you got to be super swole, but you want to be ready to defend yourself, man. Shit be jumping off anywhere, man.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Oscar. Hey, I'm saying, hey, there was a reason why you needed to come on this stream. We are gonna Donald Trump.
You my brother, man. I fuck with you, man.
Yeah,
I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the whole point. In this channel, I gave some tips, and then guess what? You taught me today that I don't know everything. That's why I keep saying, I'm like, I know, but I don't know. But I know, but I don't know.
One of my sayings is when you know that you don't know nothing, that's when you know something.
Yeah, that's deep too. Yeah, that's deep. Because we don't know everything.
You never will. And when you think you know everything, that's when you don't know nothing. I know I don't know everything. Yeah, you never can stop learning. Sometimes I watch a show from afar. You be speaking on different things. I tap in, and I'm not real well versed at that. I just listen. But today you was on there and you talking about you was about to go off. I just happened to come in the garage. I said, man, I'm finna fuck with fasting. Talking about somebody scared. I ain't scared, Jack. We never scared. You know what I'm saying? Turn your some of your good African rhythms in the morning. Get your blood flowing. Take you a motherfucking good shower or something. Or just get up and do your workout. Turn on some of your music. Get you some good headphones. Get you some shit in. And then take your shower and start your day. Before you know it, man, you ain't got no woman right now. Oh, man, shit. Wait till you get yourself in shape, man. By the time this pandemic or whatever they open, it might not be the next year. But by the time September, October come, oh, man, you're going to be a motherfucking Swiss Army knife on a bitch, man. She pull up in there on you fast. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Hey, brother, also, you know how you say that when a woman chooses you, fine. Well, basically to just what you just mentioned, 2 days ago, a woman actually asked me for my number. I didn't ask her, and I was like, wow, like basically, like you say, if you don't chase after her, if she chases you, that's the sign, meaning she was interested.
Of course, brother.
My number. She said, maybe we can talk. I was, oh, sure, why not? So it's like sometimes when it's happening, you're not really thinking too deep. But whenever you mention it, I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, because what's the point of chasing something that don't want you? It doesn't make any sense.
Come on. Yeah. Who you want, you can't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But okay, so the woman gave you the number. Have you reached out to her yet?
Yeah, I did.
How long did you wait?
Actually, when she texted me, I was sleeping, and then when I woke up and I texted her, she was sleeping. Because I work nights, so when I'm working, she's sleeping. But
so what would you do?
What's that?
What would you do on like a first little meeting? What would you kind of do?
Basically, since we it's gonna be like an introduction. What I'll probably do is what I used to do back in the day is we're either gonna go to get ice cream or go to the park where we be comfortable. And basically but right now, because of the COVID, we're probably gonna have to be indoor somewhere. Because I know she already mentioned about that she's gonna, like, she's not like me, like she's gonna buying into the whole scare about you need to protect yourself. So I'm like, okay, this is the person where if we have to do something, it's gonna be indoor, something formal, more like greet, because it was our first introduction, so I have to feel, because I don't, we haven't really talked much. That was 2 days ago, so it's like if I have to go somewhere, I want to a place where we're not gonna feel like, like I don't do the whole sitting across the table. No, I never do it, because
okay.
How can I reach to her if she's across the table? It doesn't make
you live by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I would have her come by the house on the day that y'all got something hooked up. I already had you some food ordered or whatever. You know what I mean? $30-$40.
Myself.
Or you do your own cooking. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, if you drink bottle of wine or some coffee, whatever, just have her come through your spot and hang out. And then tell her to put on some of her music. You can learn a lot through the music that a woman plays.
Yeah. Basically, give her the choice.
Yeah, say, hey, put it on your phone, hook it up to my Bluetooth. Let me see what about your world. What you listen to?
She's probably gonna play Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
She might play that new track by Fasting. Can't trick it is in my blood. Yeah.
You like that song, right?
You was holding the showdown. I was cracking up like a motherfucker.
Kuda needs to clip that part because he couldn't hear. He couldn't hear because he got knocked out. So he needs to clip it.
That was some funny shit. I was crying.
He'd be laughing.
So yeah, man. Yeah, you got your own spot. Let her come through your shindig. She seemed like a cool woman. COVID going on. Had some food laid out. Had a house smelling good and shit. Had your music playing. Then when she come over, say, yeah, you go on and play some of your music, because you can see kind of an insight of what she think is hot.
Yeah.
What kind of music she likes to listen to. Like, that's interesting. You can learn a lot from the music that the woman listens to.
Yeah.
Because
Music is it has soul on it, so it'll tell you what a person, based on what the mood, the energy that comes from a song. What's up?
See, now you feeling me faster. Now you feeling me, and let me know how that go from there. And that's not tricking. That's enjoying yourself at your house.
Yeah.
Tricking is when you buy somebody something for them to give you something, and that's not the same. That's a trick fuck. You can get trick fuck. You can pay a woman for sex, and she lubed the condom up and had it on the back of her cheeks, and you ain't hitting nothing but air. That was a trick fuck. I don't know if I'm getting too explicit on your channel. Okay. I apologize. But what I'm saying, an organic lay, an organic knockoff would be like how you met this woman. She got at you. You come over there. You're going to feel way more fulfilled as a man.
Yeah. Because
you get what I'm saying?
Pressure. Yeah, there's no like pressure. It's not like a business transaction per se.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of like a restaurant, like where the waiter has to sweet talk you because it's her job. It's not because she's genuinely interested in you. There's a difference when a waiter is actually genuinely interested in your character or whatever. She's gonna act very different than somebody. She's just, hey, hi, how you doing? What can I get you today? Right. She's just smiling because she has to, not because
yeah. Because you have to feel like these women are more than just robots. Okay, they're not a video game. That's the only problem I have sometime in the sector. Everybody butthurt over one woman that broke their heart. That's like the rite of passage of becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? To get your heart broken. You know what I'm saying? Don't come and say, oh, I'm this pill, I'm that pill. No, you a man that got your heart broke. Now let's see what you're gonna do from there. Ali was the champ because of the comeback. You know what I'm saying? Get back on your feet. Like you done got maybe a little out of shape and this and that, but that athlete still resides inside of you. Bring that motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? That's part of becoming a man. The downfalls in life, the ups and the downs. It's not gonna go your way all the time like a spoiled brat. But all women are not bad, and everybody don't have to go overseas to get a woman, because no one man can interview every woman in the world. But if you go in there saying all women are bad and all of them are aggressive, and they're not gonna be submissive, they show not. You already went in with the defeatist mindset. But if you gonna stand on it, and this is what you gonna demand as your woman, else I'll live by my goddamn self. Because I'm fasting. I drive these trucks till the wheels fall off, all 16 of them. You're not going to come up in my house and disrespect me. And whatever woman come in there and listen to your rules and follow up under your guidelines, and she hang around 2-3 years, you might got something.
Yeah,
you might got something.
Yeah.
But soon as you weather on your program and don't stand on it, because of what you said, now you got to stand on that. And when you like, oh, I let her get away with that, oh, I let her that's when you starting to have problems. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, brother Oscar. Yeah. Hey, you dropped some jewels. And guess what? For those who are listening, it's not just for me, it's for you. Like if you need it, take it. If you don't need it, throw it away.
Right. Yeah. I'll take some things from you. I learned from you, brother.
Yeah, that's why I don't really get triggered. I love more entertaining. Like I always say, like, if someone is saying something you don't agree, it's like, just keep in your heart. Be like, okay, I don't really agree with you. I'll take what I can use and then throw it away. But some people just like I say, to each his own. But anyone who's wise will know that something you don't have to take everything someone say. You take what you can use, what you have power over, and those things that you don't have power over or you don't agree, you throw it away. But don't kill the messenger. You can use it,
Great point. That's why when you always have had like a, far as on this airwave, a decent, relationship and conversation. Like some guys, they take it to heart when you're saying something. Like it touched a nerve or something. And I don't necessarily be speaking on a brother directly. I'm just talking in general. If the shoe fit, wear it. Don't get upset with me. You know, because you can't go outside and get women. You know, and fasting over there knocking them off. They getting at him. Wait till he get his motherfucking Shannon Sharp on around here. You're gonna be cold on him. You're gonna be cold fasting. Ice cold. You're gonna be ice cold, baby.
Yeah. And speaking of, like getting my stuff together, like you gave me advice today. I'm also taking Kuda's word because I'll need to set up my studio because, like you say, as a for us brothers out there, we need to basically uptake our game when it comes to whatever our passion is. Like since I'm doing shows like this, so I have to basically invest myself. So it would take sacrifice. So I'll need to buy the gears, which I already done on some. But I really wanna I don't know if you can hear a noise. Do you hear any noise coming from me?
No, you sound pretty good. You sound pretty good.
Because right now, I guess in my apartment complex, they're cutting the yard outside, so it's kind of loud outside, but I can hear. But I'm surprised you can't hear it. That means my mic is good. It's not picking it. So
why not, brother? You don't have any kids right now. Who better to invest in than yourself?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and that's why we need to invest in ourselves with 30 minutes to give ourselves. Shoot, we give it to whoever you work for, whatever company that is, whatever probably pale complected people that you work for. We get them our time, damn near all our time, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Shit, give ourselves some time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pay off, man. When that second wind be kicking in and you in that thing, boy, you're gonna be like, God dang, Oscar, I need to send you a couple of tickets to the Raider game or something, man. I'm just dropping lugs early. You know what I mean? Dropping, a little Raider game, Las Vegas Raiders. Heard of them?
Hey, think about this too.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh no, you're right. Like you were talking about the wave, right? Like remember when Kuda, I think you were there too when he's talking about the honeys and everything. Guess what? All those stuff I have, but like you say, the one thing about the working out thing, I have to implement that too. I can't basically minimize it. So that's what I say. Everything you're saying, I have to put it all together. Why? Because it all comes back to me. It's gonna benefit me and nobody else. So I have nothing to lose. But if I already want to to be all about that, then I have to cover all parts of it. I can just pick 80%, 90%. It has to be 100%. So
Exactly. At optimal fighting power. Right now, you're probably at 80. That working out gonna put you right where you need to be. And you'll be a walking, living God, as we try to do. Do you believe in that you can be like a God on earth?
Yeah, the scripture says, ye are gods, servants of the Most High God. And the word God means Malik. It means king.
Right.
So the word God and king is similar when it comes to the tongue. So when you call someone king, you're calling him God. But the difference is the Most High, the Creator. He's the God of all gods, meaning he's the God who made us. We're the little gods. He's the big God.
Right. He's the omnipotent one.
Yes.
See, and I'm an old street cat. It came out the dirt. Then I got a Congolese jungle brother over here. He even came out the dirt, but we could come together. Ain't it cold? Ice cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold.
Because, we're men. Yeah. We're men, and we have something that and that's another thing. Like, if all of us were the same, life won't be fun because you're gonna be looking in your mirror. But because we're different, we can find something we share, and our differences is what makes us special. That's what I tell people. Don't be ashamed to be different. And that's why, like you said earlier, I don't judge. Whatever you do as a man, that's your business. But when we come together as brothers, I'm not looking at you based on your background. I'm looking at you how you're treating me as brother, and guess what? We move forward. Whatever that's we can. It's like we can talk about it later. Right now, it's what we can come together for that we can agree and move forward.
I vote you to be the leader of this campaign that brothers need to come together and group trying to say these brothers need to die These people need something to happen to them. If you want people to come together, brother, they're gonna come from all walks of life. No one is better than no one. That's that inbred racism I'm talking about. How you gonna speak down on a brother that went through something? You know what I mean? Like you said, you don't judge me by where I came from, nothing. You just, listen to what I have to say. And this guy sounds pretty honorable. I'm gonna take him on his word. You know what I mean? I just don't like judging people like that. I think that's very unfair. And it's really on the streets we call that hoe shit. That's hoe shit, man. Well, men don't supposed to talk like that amongst men. You know what I mean? My dad and them, if we didn't have nothing good to say about a brother, man, just say what you gotta say and move on. All that you hate these people and all that, man, that's some real hate speech. I don't like that.
Me, I'll give an example. The Messiah, right? That people love to quote so much. He gave an example, right? He's some of the leadership, the church elite, they were telling, they say, why are you hanging out with sinners? Why are you hanging out with prostitutes, pimps? Because they were there back then. You're hanging out with rich people. You're hanging out with certain politicians. They say, why are you doing that? He said, do a physician treat someone who's healthy, or does he treat someone who's sick? He said, a physician doesn't go to the healthy. He said, you guys are really good, so you don't have nothing to worry about. But these people are sick. They need my help. That's why I'm hanging out around them. It's not to say that when he was with them, he was doing what they were doing. No, he was there to help them, to meet them at the level. So he was basically showing an example. Say, because some of the disciples, they say, oh, why are you doing this? He say, you guys don't understand the whole game. He says, the greatest among you is the one who's going to serve. You can't come in this thing being the leader. No, you have to be the servant. You want to be the greatest? Serve, not lead. Serve. But like I say, Christianity, they've failed on that. So everybody wants to be the pastor. Everybody wants to be the head guy. No, he said the greatest among you is the one who's over there in the back of the toilet over there. After everybody's left the church, he's the one cleaning, picking up the trash. That's the leader right there. That's what the Messiah thing. Yeah.
We need all people. If everybody was overtly racist like Trump, or if everybody was a good brother like you, we still need some people that save the trees. We need some people that help the environment. We need all these kind of different people that make the world go round. We can't all just be on, we on this side and they over there, those guys over there. Man, how can you relate to those brothers to get them some knowledge? And how can you get some knowledge from those brothers? That's what I think we should go about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. You didn't never trip on the game thing like that. Like me and you just was chopping up game about when the woman come over and how you gonna have your thing set up. We just going over some game film, just giving each other tips. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, based on what you're suggesting, I'm like, I need to up my living room game, because I haven't, since I've been at this place. I moved back here in May. I haven't had time to actually set things up as I wanted to, to set up my room. So I have to up my game too in the living room.
Well, come on now, Fasting. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, brother.
Oh yeah.
You don't got to spend a lot of money. If you got the woman coming over, as long as your joint clean and you got your couch and stuff and ain't got shit everywhere, and if you ain't got a rug or nothing down, go on and buy you a little rug and a little lamp or something over there. Spend a couple of dollars on yourself. Invest in your joint. Go on and spend you a few dollars and have it, not just for her, but just have your thing laid out. I've been meaning to go get me a lamp. I've been meaning to go get me a little floor rug, or space rug, a little something to make the house kind of pop a little bit. Have your little African motherfucking incense or whatever burning in the joint. Invite her on over to your world, and you're gonna know immediately if this is something you can rock with or not, because she coming in your world. And then you tell her to put on the music, and then you get inside her head and her world, and then just go from there, man. You got plenty of conversation, and just let this conversation go. And let it flow, baby. Don't talk too much. Let her talk. Find out about her. She trying to fuck with you.
Guess what? You just quoted the most famous phrase around here. Let her talk. She's gonna sell herself.
Come on, man.
Come on. You don't say it. Oh, okay. I'm
Especially if she like a little spirits, like a little wine or a little beer, whatever she like, and just have that over at the spot, man, and just be chilling.
like what's his name? T.I. Whatever you like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Y'all have it laid out. You know, some food, some nice nice, healthy food, some nice wine and shit. You know what I mean? Different things like that. So, cold beverage, and just see where it goes from there. We ain't got nothing to lose.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. I like the early meeting. Like when she just talking, I just be thinking in my head, I wonder, is this about to be my woman for the next 4 or 5 years? If she is, I'm gonna just look at her. Let me look at her feet. Is that right? I'm gonna remember this day. This was my first time meeting her. This is a trip. It might go nowhere, but in my mind, this is the kind of shit be going on in my head.
Yeah. And then you think, like, did she shower? Because you can tell someone who shower. You look at their skin.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Soon as she hit the door, you supposed to give her a nice little hug. Don't be scared of the woman. How you doing? Hey, all right. Come on. And you gonna smell all of that right then.
From my culture, you give them 2 kisses on the cheek. So that's already what do you call it? I know in American culture they don't do it, but in my culture, when you greet a woman, you give them 2 kisses.
Oh, okay. So this is African sister.
That's like Latin or like European or like the French way of greeting. So,
okay.
So this is with my my way of life, basically. I know many American guys, they don't do that. That's why they always wonder, they're like, why? Because remember, many guys, the hardest thing was the kissy part. But I'm like, I'm not heading for the lippy kiss. I'll just kiss on the cheek, 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
It's the French way.
Okay. Well, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Because by me doing that, I already know, because it's my culture. Even if she's like, she feels, I'm like, she will know it, because something that's you don't do, you'll feel awkward. Because it's not gonna be normal to you. But something that's organic, like you were saying earlier, it feels normal. Basically, you let her know, but okay, this is the culture. Okay.
Yeah. Be yourself, brother. Don't never not be yourself around a woman. That's not gonna be. That's not gonna work, man. You changing yourself for the woman. That's a no. Yeah. Exactly. If you're a man that quote unquote want to lead, now if you want your woman to lead you, go ahead. But if you're a man, you're supposed to lead. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be with an iron fist. It could just be the way you move, and the woman respects you, so she submits to something. A lot of guys want women to submit, but they ain't nothing to submit to. You always whine and crying and acting all like a female.
Get out of here! I'm scared.
You know what I'm just saying? Being bitchy and shit. How she gonna submit to you and you acting like a bro? Shit. She call her girlfriend for this old sob story ass shit. Hey, be a man.
You, Oscar, you're creating enemies.
I don't give a damn. Be a man. Drop your nuts. Shit. All these pills. Go outside and knock a bitch pill. Shit, fasting done started already. She knocked him. You got knocked off fasting. You did?
Yeah. And I wasn't even expecting it, so it caught me off guard.
Come on, man. You was just being yourself. That's how the game go. That be some of the best ones, man, when it's organic. All this on the internet, that might work for some guys, meeting women off the internet. But if you start keeping yourself in shape, and now you going to Whole Foods and natural places, like you say, going getting your honey, your sea moss. You find a woman that's in there doing that, man. That's how you spark up conversation.
Yeah, because you have something coming.
Come on, man. The shit is easy. They making this shit hard, like it's a fucking science experiment or something, man. It's just a woman. She's not Godzilla. She's not gonna pounce on you. Terminate him now.
Yeah, she's Godzilla. Godzilla. Hey, Oscar, did you catch one of my stream where I was talking about how to make a friend? Did you catch that one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think it was last week. Basically, what you're talking about, I covered it. Basically, I was talking about having social skill. And I think a lot of people many men, because they don't have that social skill, not just only when it comes to women, but just people in general. I think that's where they have the hiccup, because I guess maybe throughout high school or college, they never really spend with people. Like me, for an example, English was not my first language, so I basically had to break my shyness and actually force myself to be social. I remember in college in Dallas, UT Dallas, I literally had to every day whenever I go to school, whenever I'm done with my classes, I'll literally go and just go shake people, basically spark a conversation with random students. I'll be like, "Hey, how you guys doing? My name is this. I'm a new student, and I don't know what's going on here." And then basically just asking questions, and I started making friends and building a network. The school, my department, they knew me as that guy who goes and greet everybody. So people knew me. Why? Because I go and just talk to people. And guess what? After I did all the work, I didn't need to do it anymore. I'll be sitting in class, and the people that I talk to, they'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Basically, now they're returning to favor, where I don't have to go out of my way to make friendship anymore. Now they're returning service. So I think a lot of people, they need to develop social skill. The only way to be social is to talk to people. Look,
Yeah, man.
you don't have to You don't have to go to a bar, because that's like the worst place, or a club. When you go grocery shopping, talking to the people in the aisle, greeting them. I think it's like everybody's afraid to, especially with this thing, it's making people antisocial. What's wrong with saying to someone who was passing in the aisle, "Hey, how you doing? What's up?" Nothing. Like people are like, I know it's American culture. Most people are not social, but it's like even living in the South, like they say, common courtesy. Many people they're closed up. I don't know what's going on. People are very antisocial. Like I don't know what. I don't know. Something is going on in the air where people are scared to talk to people. I don't know. So don't think it's just here in the ministry. I think it's people out here. I think it's I don't know, anxiety. I mean, a lot of people are stressed out. They're stressed out.
Right. Well, it's a stress relief when you go about your life in your day, not worried about all of the BS and just talking to people and letting your energy out. I think guys with no social skills should just say hi to 5 women a day, not people, women. Now you might say hi to 20 people. Hey, how you doing today? All right. Hey, those some nice shoes. Hey, I like that hair. You know what I mean? I like that hairstyle. Hey, okay. All right. Have a nice day. You know what I mean? Just get comfortable. You know what I mean? Don't be so shy, because it's not that fucking hard. It's nothing but a woman. Some guys can't be driven their whole life off of one fucking letdown. You know what I mean? The one letdown, one rejection, fuck it, man. It ain't nothing. Now, how you talking? You say you was all the way, you had to wait till you was in college. That's amazing to me, because I know guys like that, because I was a talkative guy ever since elementary school. And people say that's one of my gifts. I can just talk to random people. You know, I just have a good conversation, and that's one of your gifts now, but you had to develop it. So I think it starts by going outside. So I say go outside and knock a bitch pill, but that I'm just trying to say, get out the matrix for a little while and get into the regular world. And just when you're at the grocery store and you see a woman and she got a nice body on her, it's nothing but a woman. You could be a guy with a pot belly and be like, say, man, you look nice. They look like you work out a lot.
And they appreciate, because one thing I've learned over the years talking to different, ladies, one of the complaints is they say many guys, they'll look, but they won't say anything.
Yeah.
So, and it proves when people say that the most beautiful woman rarely gets approached, because a lot of guys are scared. I heard that a lot of women, I heard that they say, I don't know why, like, guys don't talk to me. And I'll be looking at them like, you're lying. They're like, no. They say some guys are just going to look, they never say anything. So they get insecure. They think that, do I have a booger? Do I have a pimple or something?
So some of the guys that's quote unquote unhandsome, that people would think unhandsome, quote unquote, to other guys, are beautiful to women, and they have a mouthpiece, and they can hold a conversation, and they know how to drop that iron in bed. You got to know how to drop that iron too now, Fastener.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to slang that iron too. I know you be slinging that food and slinging them Bible verses, but if you don't slang that iron, ye shall leave it sooner.
What is it? Was it 15 right? Top of that fist, huh?
Hey man, hey man, you gotta know how to drop that iron, man. You gotta know how to throw that fire and brimstone, man. When he get in that bed, she don't want that little tinker toy. She wants you to drop that iron, man.
Did you say tinker? Was it? I'm a little bit short and stuff.
You did.
The little train, choo choo choo.
Ooh. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man, that was funny. Let's take.
You did. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. People been calling my phone. I've been shooing them off. I'm talking to my Congolese brother by way of Houston, by way of YouTube, brother.
Yeah. Long distance,
man.
Short distance.
Long distance, man.
We're like right in the same room, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, welcome for stopping by. I knew it was. I was like, wait a minute. I see some nice shoes in the picture. I'm like, this is awesome. I need those shoes.
Well, that's Platinum. Platinum say, man, we gonna call you Sir Ism now. So that's where I get the name from.
You gotta lose. You gotta lose.
He bitch broke. Hold up.
Drink. I got me.
Platinum motherfucking elite. He's a motherfucker, boy.
You know, I noticed Platinum, like his voice changed. He's kind of soft now. He'd be like, did you notice that? Like,
yeah.
Kuda, come on, Platinum, where's your? He's like, hey man, Kuda, you know, I gotta respect people's choices. He's like, come on.
He get full of that oil. It's crazy.
He's maintaining composure.
You know what I'm saying? That's my nigga, Platinum motherfucking elite.
Funny, man. Like, we have a lot of characters in this sector. See, that's what I say. What makes us different, but we can come together and laugh about it. Like,
right,
everybody has their own uniqueness.
Right.
Your brother was about the third war. He's always have that delay. You know, and, that's why he's like, hold on. And then he has his own thing. You know, he has his own thing. You know. Everybody
hold on, Fasting. Let me get my shit off. Hold on, Fasting. Let me get my shit off.
Can you hear me?
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna say this.
Hold on. Yeah, that's
Third Ward, cool. Third Ward, a young player, man. I like Third Ward.
Yeah, like I appreciate everybody in this business. Like, like I say, the whole thing, when it comes to the beat, like me, I just stay out because my philosophy, even here in the channel, I say when two people have conflict, of course, us on the sideline, we may get entertained, maybe fun jokes here and there, but it's best for the two people to resolve it. At the end of the day, like it's best for us to not get in between. Like basically let brother solve, because at the end of the day, you can't stay angry forever. So it's always good to let people, handle.
Hey, Pastor, you got to teach people that, because some brothers, hey man, brother will hold a grudge for 10 years, 20 years over some words.
Yeah, that's bad. Like it's unhealthy for your body too. Even science proves it.
See what I'm saying? On the science side of the game, on the fasting side of the game.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta relieve that stress. You gotta relieve that stress, man. Because you think about that stuff. The book, So If a Man Thinketh, So If He Is.
Yes.
You have one guy, he may live what you would call a hobo life on the streets, but he's happy within himself. Another guy got all the money in the world, but he didn't let a woman of his life or just everything stress him out the game, and he passes away at 44 with millions. because he stressed himself out of the game. You got to also live and have fun and live and let live. You know what I mean? And just kick back sometime and enjoy what you've done in life. Because sometimes we have our nose to the grind, and that's understandable. But sometimes you got to take some time for yourself too. Like I was saying, earlier, we give everybody our life, our time, our energy. Sometimes give ourselves some energy. So give ourselves some time of meditation and whatnot. You know what I mean? I be thinking that part of the game be missing.
Yeah, that is true. Like like you said, just a little 30 minutes before work is better than nothing.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
and you can do that, and it doesn't cost a dime.
no, because it's your time.
Just some push-ups, sit-ups, and take it from there. Just calisthenics, just stretching. I bet your whole body will change up, and probably the stretching do you good sitting in that damn truck all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I always have to stress out. Like whenever I stop, I gotta walk. I gotta walk around.
Yeah,
And
man.
brother, okay, like you're saying, like as a man, I always plan. One of my main goals is I'm planning to basically retire from this life because since I'm focused about health, being a truck driver, it basically it goes against my code. So I'm trying my best to find some means where I can have more freedom and have a career that's not detrimental to my health. Because sitting down for a while is no good.
Okay, well, it's too the way you look at it. Because being a truck driver, you do have a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a boss sitting right over you, looking over your shoulder. You don't have to be on a certain code at job. You don't have to fucking watch every word you say. You're kind of like your own little sub boss. Because you're driving, you know what I'm saying? They know exactly where you're going, but you don't have to go into an office. You don't have to say good morning every morning, and you don't like this dude that's trying to fire you on the low. You get what I'm saying? So you do have some freedoms.
Yeah.
More than you know. You know what I mean? It's how you look at it. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that's a good job. Okay, you get another job. It pays you 1/3 more than you're making now, but you're doing some back-breaking work. So in 20 years, your body all bent out of shape.
Yes.
So how important is money? It's all up to the individual. So you say it goes against what you're saying, but you do have a lot of freedoms. I think you just have to put it into your truck driving. When you get halfway a spot, pull over, do your stretching, do your little walk on your phone. It probably can tell you when you walked a mile or two, get your little walking and bring yeah, man, bring you some fruit and stuff with you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of stopping at every Arby's and McDonald's along the way.
I always bring my own food with me. So
yeah, man. Yeah, and that's how you're gonna live your life. And the woman that fits into that program with you, either you bring her back to the body she was in. She may be a little bit overweight. You know, these guys in the sector, they can't have a woman 2 pounds overweight like they goddamn is the boxing counselor, the WBC, WBA. We can't have a title bout. She's a pound overweight. Man, you don't get the hell out of here. So if you got a woman, she may be a little bit overweight, but you bring her into that mold that you want.
Hey,
that could be a good woman for you, man.
I added 1.5 pounds. Do I look fat?
yeah. Come on, man. Oh man, that's young people talk, man. You know what I mean? You get a little older, you don't care. You care more about what's the woman moral, what's the woman values, how the woman act, how does she submit to me. I ain't saying you just want a god ugly woman, but we can find beauty in something because the beauty is in the duty. So if the woman treats you right and takes care of you, man, you're the only judge in the contest. So who gives a damn what anybody else thinks?
Yeah, that is true. That is
fact. She's beautiful to me. What you talking about? She do every motherfucking thing I say. What are you talking about? You go ahead with your pretty woman that the engine is blown. You got a Ferrari with a blown head gasket. You get what I'm saying? Get the woman that's right for you, fasting, and live your life, man. Because a guy live a miserable life if he picked the wrong woman. You know, so a lot of guys need to pick themselves up because they thought they had the wrong woman. See, but that really wasn't the woman for you. The woman that's for you. You know how you gonna know, fasting?
How you gonna know?
You're gonna be looking at her.
Mm.
Are you looking at a woman right now?
No.
That's why you ain't got one. That's why it's not the right one yet.
Mm.
Because you don't have one. It's real simple. We make it too hard. Now let this woman that you just met, her, whoever, if she keep looking upside your big Congolese head for the next 3 years, you're gonna say, well, goddamn, Oscar might have been right. This might be the one. Shit.
I'll be like, Oscar was right.
I'll see you at the Raider game. I'll see you at the Raider game, man. You owe me tickets. That's all I want. I want to meet you, man, and have that Raider game, man, and the tickets, and you see it and show me your wife and shit. You know what I mean? Be like, man, hey, this is my wife. I'll be like, that's what I'm talking about, fasting. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, man. Getting a woman that make you happy. And we can't try to please every goddamn body. Fuck them. Please yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Please yourself. You know, not your parents, not your partners. Man, get you a woman that make you happy. I don't give a damn what nobody think. Shit.
Yeah, I think that what you're saying, a lot of young people have to know, because you can't look, you know, yes, you learn from what your parents have done and everything, but at the end of the day, you have to live your life because your parents already lived there. You know, they can't reset. So you, or whatever decision you make, don't make it for other people. Just be smart about it, make a decision. Because I have this philosophy. I'm like, you don't want to make a decision, and when things fail, you'll be like, well, you told me, you said no, I made the decision.
That's what it should be.
So I take responsibility. I'm not gonna blame nobody. Yeah. I think that's a philosophy I try to live by. Like, whatever decision I made when I decided to move back to Houston from Dallas, I decided. Nobody pushed me. I decided, you know what, let me come back here, look for a better opportunity, and I found it. After 6 months, I found it. I'm doing it now.
Sometimes what you think is a rough time in life is always better. You know, after the rain comes the shine. Sometimes one step back to take two forward. And when you're young and don't have kids, you can go out on the limb. You can go set sail. When you got children and stuff, then you have to move differently. But when you're a young man without any children, you could go take some of those chances and opportunities. If you had to sleep in your car for a week, it's all right.
Oh yeah.
Shit, you're a young man, but it's gonna be better on the back end. But you can't be sleeping in the car with two kids in the back. Now you got to move differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So it's all moving according, and sometimes you have to take those leaps of faith and believe in yourself and invest in yourself. And I always say, man, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it happen. You know, I'm gonna get me a woman. I don't know what you gonna do. I'm getting me one. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to. It's cool to sit on the manosphere and mess around, but I like women. I got to go my own way. I can't be talking about all this monk mode and all that. That sounds like some 70-year-old guy.
Oscar, you like women? you must be punished. Get out of here. You blew.
I don't understand it, man.
You support the dynasty. You're a feminist.
I'm a feminist now, yeah. Get the fuck out of here, man. You don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Hey, motherfuckers be talking crazy. Motherfuckers got all kind of bullshit they be coming with, man. Come on, man. Come on with that.
Does that drive me crazy? Sometimes they be like, how in the hell did they come up with these theories?
Yeah, they got too much time on their hands, man.
It's probably strange to you. I've been in this quote-unquote manosphere area since 2009, bro. 9? Yeah, I've been here since 2009. Like, I went to college back in 2008, and I found the manosphere in 2009, like the broad manosphere. Like, I knew about, Brother Sotomayor, what's his name? Brother Phil from the Advice Show. It's more the African stuff.
Phil that we talking about Kemet and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's in Houston here too. So
okay,
brother. Yeah, back then he was
it Phil Valentine or something like that?
Yeah, Phil. Yeah. Yeah, the
Right.
show,
Okay.
like was it, like if you look up advice show, it'll show
Mm-hmm.
up. It's gonna they changed the name now.
Oh, the dark skinned brother feels the advice show or something like that.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm up on
We
him.
talk
I'm up on
about
him.
white supremacy and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, now why brothers mad at him because he got a Spanish woman
Yeah,
or
I
whatever
think
he got?
it was something about him having a was it a light skin Mexican wife, but that was his second wife. I guess.
But who gives a damn? How are
Yeah,
you holier than thou?
yeah. And all like the whole saying, oh, you can't talk about black struggle if you're married outside of your.
Who made that rule up?
I don't know, man. Like, hey, the internet, because we live in a real where most people don't care.
Right.
Yeah, here.
I
Yeah.
don't care who that brother so he has no point of view on black subjects if you have a non-black wife.
Yeah, I guess that's what they were
Okay.
trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody has their thing. I ain't here to tell who can do what and how they can do what. Yeah, go on and do your thing. But I still say get the best woman for you and enjoy your life. Who gives a fuck what everybody else think? I mean, even your parents.
Yeah.
And that may be hard to swallow. And you love your mom and this and that, and she don't want you to get a certain kind of woman. You got to marry the woman for you, man. You can't marry the woman for your mom. Your mom is your mom.
Hey,
Your mom is actually your first woman. You know, yeah, your mom is actually your first one. That's why a lot of guys that have a mom that was kind of an ass to them, or if they had a mom that was a sweet woman, sometimes indirectly we kind of pick a woman that was similar to our mom or totally the opposite of the mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like an instinct. You want the opposite.
Yes. You want something totally, and a lot of times, let's be real. In the black community, we're like 80% inbred racism. I'm just meaning as far as the women we choose. If you're a light-skinned brother, it's usually easy for you to get dark-skinned women. They flock to you. The light-skinned women, when you're light-skinned brother, they want to try to make it hard for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you can't get one, but they want to make it hard for you. Come on, when you're a dark-skinned brother, the light-skinned women like you, and the white girls like you on your Wesley Snipes side of the game. Yeah. Come on, let's just be real.
Yeah, I mean,
they like that. They like that dark king God thing. There's a lot of white girls, especially on this West Coast, all up from here to Washington, Oregon. Man, you'll see so many white girls with brothers. Yeah, they want the total opposite, man. I love your skin tone. I love your, you know.
They want that mixed baby gene.
Come on. If that's what it is, that's what it is. That's what it is. Look at people when you out in the world.
Yeah,
they're always, for us in the black community, it's not going to be two dark-skinned people together usually, man. I'm telling you. One's going to be lighter or either of another whole community. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't see two light-skinned people together.
In Africa, like that's why you notice there's a lot of bleaching cream where people use a lotion that'll make the skin of a lighter complexion or light brown. Where they regularly like some people, what they do is like they're really light skin, but basically make the skin pop up more. They'll put it on.
That's something wrong. That's something wrong with them inside that they feel like they got to put that on to be.
It's propaganda, man.
Yeah. You're supposed to enjoy it.
Same thing with wigs. Like I love natural hair. I'm like, guess what? A woman can actually take over hair, but guess what? A lot of women are too lazy. Well, the ones who wear wigs, they're too lazy to actually treat their hair because it's a lot of work. Like if you have long hair, I'm a guy. I'll shave my head and it will grow like within a week and a half or 2 weeks. But a woman, you know, if she has long hair, it's gonna just like guys who have dreads. Like they say, if you don't take care of your hair, it's gonna smell. So you know, with great powers come great responsibility. If you want to have a lot of hair, guess what? You're gonna have to take care of it.
Yes,
that's the way it is.
Yes. Women wear weave to stunt on other women. Men don't really like the weave. We didn't say we like that. Yeah, we did not say we like that. They do that to stunt on other women. If you get no woman that's involved with that kind of thinking, you should see her coming. That ain't the one for you. That's the what they call Bonquisha. Don't worry about her. Let her do the hair weave battle. You get what I'm saying? When you find you something that's natural and got the look that.
Uh-oh. Oscar, I think you dropped. And there was a little disruption.
And then
I think you're bored. You
30s
okay, you're back.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
Oh, okay. I said, especially if you're a guy 30s.
Uh-oh, you're borging again. I guess the tricking
You
got
just
to you.
start worrying about a woman. Then you get you some about now. They're coming after me now.
Yeah, the tricking got you.
Uh-oh.
You're back now. You're back now.
Internet off. Let's see how I go. What about that?
No, you came out good now.
Okay, yeah. I suggest guys get them a woman 7 to 10 years younger. That way you can kind of mold her and shape her. She might have started off with weave, but after being with you, now she wearing natural hair. Sometimes they just haven't been told that their hair looks beautiful.
Hey, Oscar, I'll even give it to you better. I want to marry a woman who's 10 to 15 years younger than me. How about that?
You should. You should.
That way she's younger than me. That way she'll always be prettier. Like, I don't want to look at my wife and she's aging. You know,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But she'll age gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's younger and she won't go through menopause when you in your 45 age range and you still want to go and knock that thing down. She'll only be in her 30s, 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's a young woman for a guy like you. You still going to work and coming home and got something nice to look at, and she'll age gracefully because she's eating the food that you eat. She's exercising like you. You know, you have to maintenance your woman. Yeah. You can't just be a slob and want a 10.
You have to lead her. Basically, she's going to follow. Like, you have to set the example. If you're lazy and you don't do anything, she's gonna follow you. She's gonna
come on.
You know what's the saying? They say weakness swallows strength. It's a French saying. This says weakness swallows strength.
Right.
So
right.
If you're a strong one, then you have to pull her. But if you allow the weakness to drag you the opposite way, then you know that's not good.
Yeah, yeah. To health, fitness, well-being, listening to me because I'm king fasting up in here. That's all a part of life.
yeah. Fasting is right.
Fasting is king up in here, man. Yeah, man. That's how you got to live your life, man. And no one's better than the other person, but you have to make yourself happy. Yes, that's the only thing that I want to bring. If I'm to bring something to the male space and sector, man, make yourself happy. The hell with all these other guys on the internet, these little avatar dudes. Then go out in the real world and make yourself happy. Yeah. Don't live for other people. Oh man, she a little overweight over here, a little this over there. But if she treats you right, why not put her on a diet? And she's loyal, she's faithful.
Yeah,
she's got a good heart, she's got a good spirit. Shoot.
Hey, if they want to know about fasting, they can come here. I can give them a tip. Like, I know it's harder for women to lose weight, but the thing is, they can lose it. Yeah. You just have to keep them busy. I mean, a woman who's cleaning at a house, she's gonna lose weight. All that bending over, sweeping, doing the dishes. You know, it's cardio right there because she's gonna be walking around, moving.
Always keep your woman busy fasting.
Yeah.
From you don't even have one, but you never forget that. Always keep your woman doing something. Whether it's when she get off work, she needs to do some paperwork for you with your trucking thing or something to help you with your YouTube channel. Or keep her always doing something towards your cause. And when she say these words, this is after you had the woman 2 or 3 years. When we do this, and we need to go over here and pay that bill. Or when we do this, and our savings over here, and it just flows off her tongue. That's when you have a good woman. You got to watch the woman. A woman that says "I" a lot, that might not be a good woman, especially if you've been with her over 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but teamwork.
Yes, she's always talking like that, and that's when you look at her in your mind, you thinking, and she just talking, and I just be looking at her saying, "Man, I got me a good woman right here." And she just talking. I'm listening to her, but in my subconscious mind, I'm just looking at her saying, "Man, to me, she is gorgeous. She just does everything I say. This is what a 10 is, not just in looks." and the things this woman does for me and how she executes my plan and my perspective of things in life. You get what I'm saying? The right woman for
Right.
you, man. That's what you need in life. You'll be a happy man. You'll be a happy man. Maybe you can look this good when you're my age.
Yeah, baby face. Hey, Oscar, you dropping jewels. Hopefully, the brothers in the watch the wrist stream. They can learn something.
Yeah, man. We definitely can learn something, man. I'm gonna stay rocking with you, man. It's an enjoyable conversation. I'm gonna pull up on you again.
Thank you very much, man. Hey, don't be shy. My
All
pound is
right.
gonna be open. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. All right, my brother.
You gave
All
me
right,
some good content today. I
yes,
was
sir. Yes,
waiting
sir.
for you to show up, and you
All
showed up.
right, man. I'm right. Hey, see how God works?
Yes, sir.
See
He
how
worked
God works?
his way.
Mysterious ways, baby. See what I'm
Oh,
saying? And all of us brothers can come together, man. It was great talking to you. Fast in his life.
all right. Thank you, man. Thank you,
Yes,
Oscar.
sir. All
I'll
right.
see
Peace
you on the
out.
third shift tonight.
Okay. One love, baby.
All right. One love. Peace, man. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that was nice, man. Look, we did 3 hours and 15 minutes, guys. So yeah, hey, that was I feel pumped. Oscar came in. We had some great conversation. So hopefully you guys, I see we got 6 people now in the building. Hypocrisy, I see. Come on, don't retract this now. Leave this on. Yeah, I see you chilling in the crib over there. You're crossing your leg, looking at the screen. You're probably watching Two Girls, One Cup or something. Do you even know that what that is? That hypocrisy? Do you know? Two Girls, One Cup? Yeah. Oh man, it's almost 6 p.m. Wow. Well, guys, I think that was enough. If you guys didn't get a chance to check out the first part, who knows? Maybe what I'll probably do is once this stream is over, I'll upload this stream on the other backup channel. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to do is I'll probably try to edit so I can have the first part where you had the election question answering and stuff like that. So, Atticus, I didn't see you. Were you here all this time? Why were you quiet? Why you showing up now? Like, uh, let's see. Hypocrisy. Hey, uh, who knows? I may fire one tomorrow. The weekend, I don't mind because I know I'm working 6 days this week. So basically, it depends on how I feel. I know tomorrow I'm actually starting work late, which is kind of weird. Um, I may fire a stream during today, but if I'm driving and I'm on my iPhone mic, it may sound kind of trash. Like since I'm so used on the Zoom on the good equipment, now it feels like whenever I stream from my phone and I listen to the playback, I may sound clear and all, but I just don't like how it sounds. Like I'm so used on the hearing my perfect, nice voice like this. You know, fasting is life. I sound perfect. This is hot fire. Like with my mic now. Yeah, it's like I'm so used on yeah, salute, bro. Thanks. Get out of there. Yeah, yeah. Like this stream was interesting, man. Oscar came, dropped a lot of game, and I really appreciate his advice. And he's right. It's like no excuses. We're spending time on someone else's clock when we can spend time on our personal self. We as men, we don't need excuses. We gotta find a way. So that was a good was a punch in the chest and a elbow in the cheek, for me. So I'll take his advice to part, and hey, I'll keep him updated. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get into it. Get that blood flow pumping before work and before I shut down. The one thing I hate about it, if I work out after to the end of the day, I get so energetic I can't sleep. So I guess it's best for me to actually work out before I start my job. Then I can run with the energy all day. So yeah. So any of you guys, thank you again for stopping by, man. Yeah, I haven't done any stream besides the one I had 2 days ago. So let's see. Yeah, Hypocrisy is like I was the only one watching. Actually, there was there was I maintained like 7 to 8 people all this time, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to come in and push back. I guess everybody loves trucking. I mean, not trucking. Everybody loves Trump. Everybody loves Trump. And was it hypocrisy? Since you're the master of retraction, uh, remember I'll be getting you before you retract. Like, all this. So yeah, guys. Hey, I'm making the stream for you guys. If you guys are entertained, you like it, I'm gonna keep going, man. I know hypocrisy. He hates my show. He said my shows are boring. I talk about the Bible and fasting and health, and he wants to hear more about game. Uh, yeah, Oscar is cool, man. Like and that's another thing. Yeah, we can be entertained and stuff like that, but I can listen to somebody speaking. And I can tell a person is knowledgeable and they know things. And that's another thing. I don't know if Brother Vision is listening. Uh, some people you have to give them a space where they can actually get their thoughts out, and that's when they can actually be calm. Like you notice me, I am very calm. I speak with a soft tone, and I'm not. Hey guys, so guess what? Hey, Kuda, DJ Kuda, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm trucking. I'm coming here. I'm actually speaking soft. Yes, you love this channel. Look into my eyes. Take your mouse. Click subscribe. Press that bell so you can get the quick notification. Share it to others. Tell them to check out the description box and subscribe to Fasting is Live channel and my other channel, Fasting is Live channel, so they can stay tuned for more content. See how it was? I'm speaking like Mr. Rogers. This is Fasting is Live. It's the best channel in the whole YouTube. Everybody come here to relax and have a peaceful talk without the yeah. I know hypocrisy. He loves the platinum yell. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, angry man. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Hold on, 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 hold on. Shout out to Third World Colombian. I know he's gonna be like, Fancy, come on, man. Let me get this out. Let me get this out quick. Hold on, hold on. We got characters, man. Characters. Oh yeah. So, man, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Man, I appreciate to all the 7 people watching. I appreciate you guys coming by. I'm gonna end this stream. I know it's been long, but hey, like I say, you guys, my viewers, you make the content like whatever you want to hear. If you have any question, yeah, I'm gonna snitch. If you have any suggestion, just let me know. And you guys are my supporters, so if you guys are entertained to my yakety yak, just let me know what topic. I know for sure. One topic me and Marco talked about was about calendars, the different calendars. And also, I'm thinking about doing a stream about traveling. Basically, I'll talk about travel, the good, the bad, where to go, what you need, and stuff like that. Basically, like a travel stream, And it would be nice to have people who are, from different parts of the world. Because guys, remember what is this space called? The accent sphere. Welcome to the accent sphere. So since I'll be talking about traveling, I should expect accents from all over the world to show up. So, like I say, you guys, you are the content. I can't be a content creator without you guys. So you guys are my mirror, my reflection. So don't be shy to post suggestion on the comments, stream, whatever. And like I say, this channel is for you. You make it happen. If you want me to fire up a stream and I'm not doing anything, or you're hungry for you to yap, or you want some therapy. I was even thinking about it where about having a stream where somebody basically uh somebody who wants to vent. Of course we're gonna keep it welcoming. We don't want YouTube to flag us, but let's say you want to vent, right? You can pay me $1,000 and I can basically set up a stream where you can vent. If you want to vent for 8 hours, that's fine, but $1,000, and then $10,000, if you want to show your face. So I mean that sounds good, right? I gotta show hypocrisy that hey, I can make money. Maybe hypocrisy has some childhood trauma that he wants to talk about. So hey, my stream are open. Like I say, $10,000 for you to cam up. Like that way you can show your living room if you want to and talk. Yeah, that would be $10,000. But if you wanna, now cam up and you wanna talk about, you wanna vent, you wanna share your heart, that would be $1,000, and we can do a 3 hour stream or 8 hour stream. That's up to you. How long you wanna vent, and you know what I'll be listening. I'll be your pillow to talk to. The hypocrisy. Get out of there, man. Get out of there. Uh, oh man, you guys crack me up. I'm gonna snitch. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, angry man. Platinum, yeah. Yeah. Thanks again, hypocrisy, for showing up, and brother Atticus, the specialist, brother Oscar, the scary witch doctor. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I am a doctor. What is it? I have a degree on YouTube. No, I have the ministry certificate. You know what? Yeah, I can go on Google and actually make my own certificate showing my qualification. I'm qualified from the beef of the ministry to be a therapist. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I could become a beef therapist. Get it? Anybody who has beef, they can come over here and I'll barbecue the beef. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the therapist. With a small fee. I can be the ministry therapist. I'll be like, so tell me, my son, what troubles you? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Huh. Close your eyes. Meditate. Think about a world where there is no beef. I'm just coming out with some jokes out of my head. But I know some people, they probably like, get out of there. Get out of there. Well, nobody will be able to know anyway because this stream is like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So who's gonna watch my video all of it? So they won't catch this part. Oops, I snitched on myself. Let me close my mouth. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, hey, disregard what happened. I didn't say anything. So yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hypocrisy, you're gonna be in trouble, man. Okay, let me compose myself since I'm a doctor. You know, I am a doctor. Hypocrisy. If you have any problem, just let me know. Call on me, and I'll take care of you. Call on me, Valerie. Yeah, I'm a doctor. I got the beef degree. I know how to solve beef. You know how you solve beef? Gladiator fight. Just give them a sword, a hammer, and just let them have it. Be like, only one person get out alive. So if both of you walk out, it's over. Yeah, yeah. I was it. It's tracking psychiatrist from Congo. Yeah. I love my degree. Yeah, think about it. Like, you don't really need a degree to become a therapist. I think the only reason why you need a degree for legal reasons. But I mean, think about it. What therapists? What do they do? All they do, you paying a therapist to listen to you. That's all it is. See, so, where were you touched again? Oh, okay. Just remember, whatever we share here is confidential. Uh, it's only between us. And I'm legally bound to keep this a secret. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything. Man, you really think he keeps it a secret? He's gonna go over there, and be like, man, I got some of the most stupidest people coming in my office, man. But anyway, they pay me $6,000, so who cares? Yeah, I'm a therapist. Hypocrisy, you crack me up, man. Ooh, yeah, it's 6. I better get ready, stretch out, clean the dishes, and hit the hay if I get sleepy soon. So thank you very much for everybody showing up. Hopefully you had a good laugh. I had Oscar with me for almost 2 hours and a half, so I really appreciate it. So guys, stay tuned, be safe. I want you guys, if you're at work, I want you to make it home. If you're home, relax. Don't do drugs. It's bad for you. I'll snitch on you. I'm watching. Yeah. My eyes are on that screen. You know that little camera on your phone? Yeah, that's my eye. I'm watching you. So yeah, don't do drugs and be safe. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all be blessed. See you soon. Fasting is life.